And we are live. Welcome everybody to another episode of You Know What? Let me just say podcast. I am your host Ray. With me as always we have Father.
I love Scorpio women.
Scorpio season is coming upon us soon. I think it's Virgos
Uh,
now.
It's Virgos right
yep,
now.
yep.
Yeah.
It's my season, host.
Hey, what
Okay.
is it?
Speaking of Virgos, we have Dion.
Yep.
All right. And last but not least, we have Crystal.
Hola.
How's everybody doing tonight?
I just smoke, so I'm chilling.
I'm having a beer.
One beer, two beers, a margarita, a Bloody
I
Mary.
was thinking about that. I was just about to say, damn, I sound like Stone Cold.
Uh, well, I'm glad everybody's having a good day. You know what's funny? I woke up late and still got to work on time, but eh, the sad part was I went to sleep early. I think I'm gonna play support because I'm just
Hey, try leaving the house early and
I've done
winding up late to
getting
work
work
because
late.
your fucking bus breaks down. That's what
Yep,
happened to me the other day.
yep, done
Matter
that.
of fact, I take that back. That was Monday morning.
Done that. I've done that.
I've been late because of the bus. I've been late because of the metro. I've been late because of Ubers. I've experienced the whole thing.
It
Hell,
is the
I've been late to work. No, I'm not gonna say that. But anyway.
is this a new level, Father?
This is a new mode.
What's this mode?
It's called Arena.
Y'all, y'all are really playing Overwatch as we
We
record this.
really play
Y'all,
motherfucking Overwatch.
Yeah, we're gonna
Ray
do
said
it.
he want to play Overwatch. We can play motherfucking
We're
Overwatch.
gonna be playing some
I
Overwatch.
might need to. Is Overwatch 2 crossplay?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm playing
You
on
know
my
what? That
PC.
might be the thing. That might be the thing because I stopped playing Rocket League purely because most of the people I would play that with stopped playing. So that might be the thing. I might need people who I'm familiar with to like take up the game and play with on a frequent basis, like I had originally for like Rocket League and Call of Duty and Destiny and shit.
Oh, see, but those are social games. Those games you gotta play with people.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the case for Overwatch too,
Yeah,
especially
nah.
since
So
it's so
Overwatch is
heavily
definitely
team based.
Now you can play by yourself, but you're just the community is toxic.
That's that's the vast majority of the games I play.
No. I think, and one of these days, I'm gonna have a tier list of more the toxic community, and
The
we're gonna
most toxic gaming communities.
yes,
Oh,
and
that's easy. That's easy. That's easily Call of Duty.
no,
The only community that might be more toxic than Call of Duty is Smash Brothers.
no. I think I if you ask me, League of Legends. That's and I don't even play that game, but that's probably one of the
I've
most
never played it, so I wouldn't know.
it is toxic. It is toxic.
That's
And then
just
if and then I would put 2K up there. 2K is definitely top tier.
that's because it's a bunch of niggas. But anyway, that's because it's primarily a bunch of niggas
Yeah,
that
but
wanted to be pro athletes
no, no,
and
no,
couldn't
no.
get the job now.
no.
Fuck. That's what that is. That's the toxicity right there. That's where that comes from.
See, the thing is, like, the reason why I'm put, like, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if we put in toxic community, I'll put C tier for Call of Duty because yeah, they say some racist stuff, but it's like the funniest racist things you will ever hear. Like,
From my personal experience, the top like toxic gaming communities, just again, I repeat, personal experience because it's certain stuff that I just haven't played. Destiny, Smash Brothers, and Call of Duty. Them three.
it's all shooting. It's not Overwatch. See, Overwatch is toxic because you know why? you're yelling at your own teammates more than you yelling at um, the opposition. Like games like that, I feel like
Nigga, you just explained why I don't play hardcore on Call of Duty like that anymore. Do you know how many times I got shot by accident? Because some idiot is just spraying and praying and not actually aiming at a motherfucker.
It's the fact that y'all actually get mad when people be.
No, people, people get
mad, bro. And I'm like, nigga, it's a fucking video.
It's one. No, here's my thing. No, I'm gonna tell you why I get mad. I'm gonna tell you why I get mad about what I just said about Call of Duty. Right? It's one thing if it happens like just once or twice or whatever. You know, I'll even accept the blame if it's my fault and I step in a motherfucker's way as he's trying to shoot another motherfucker. Right? But when it happens back to back to back to back to back, and I mean getting spawn killed by a fucking teammate, yeah, I'm about the blood vessel.
Yeah, at that point, you should just stop playing the game.
Yeah, you should stop playing.
I quit playing. I quit playing hardcore. I just play the regular modes now. I quit playing hardcore because of this shit.
Honestly, even if that happened to me, if it was that deep, I'd dead ass just create my own gaming experience.
Or I would just go outside and touch grass.
Like I said, I just stay off that one particular game mode. I don't fuck with hardcore. If I do play hardcore, it's straight free for all. That way, it don't matter who I shoot because it's every man for himself.
I'm kind of struggling with this card.
I was about to say, I walk in, everybody dead. Am I the only? I know I'm not the only healer.
No, it's me and you.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Okay, then our team is just not killing.
I mean, we got the first point. But...
We did. For some reason, I thought you was tanking. Anyway, I wanted to get all this video game talk. I guess we could, we have some discussions for later, but I want to get to the first topic, and it's more or less about a discussion because there was a rumor about Steve Harvey going through might be filing a divorce because his caught his wife cheating on him with the bodyguard, and so that turned out wasn't true, and it was just a rumor started because someone who ran Steve Harvey's social media account put out like who's the worst comedian, and it was in Bad Nature, and that dude got fired. So I guess he started that rumor that Marjorie was cheating on him. So
that's petty. That's petty.
Yeah, that is petty. But,
that's so fucking petty.
But one thing I learned about this, and maybe because I watch some of these YouTube channels, is that a lot of dudes had something to say about Steve Harvey, and then like even when it wasn't true, and it was rumored it wasn't true, a lot of these dudes that really kept their content up, and they kept even if it didn't happen, it was one of those even if it did happen, they still gave their opinions about the marriage and shit. So it made me think like, you think are dudes just like praying for people like Steve Harvey's downfall? Because I found that kind of weird. I don't know. I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
What I missed, I just got my bad.
Well, you just missed us talking about video games.
What up, D-Wolf?
Yo. Well, my number one is right now. I'm just eyeing Mortal Kombat. That's all I'm focusing on right now.
I want it, but I'm not playing 70. But continue.
I can't wait for that to drop. But I'm definitely because I've been waiting for an opportunity to buy it, and I might wait on Mortal Kombat, and I'm definitely going to get my hands on Street Fighter.
You still haven't played Street Fighter 6?
I haven't. I've got a bunch of financial shit I'm dealing with, dog. I have not had the money to do much of anything.
Say no more. We'll have to, God damn, that man just died in my face. I understand. I gotta save you people.
That's the funniest shit in shooting games. Like watching your homie get sniped. Like he's right there, and you just see a bullet go through his head, and he just dropped.
Okay. In regards of Steve Harvey, I just think that the men that want the down of Steve Harvey is basically crabs in a bucket. I don't think anyone that attacks Steve Harvey the way that I've seen it or attempting to drag him online, they're the same guys that talk about wanting a woman, but not doing the work to make sure that she is emotionally stable. So I feel like these are the type of men that go after Steve Harvey, the fake red pill boys.
It's funny you say that because most of the people that was kind of like talking about it was in the red pill community. So, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of disappointed me a little bit because it's just like I understand. I understand like some things like you want to be right, but if the information was out there wasn't true, I wouldn't still would do a think piece on something that I know isn't true. So, but I also there was this video I seen and I wanted to see if y'all agree with it or not. So let me just. It's from I don't know if yeah because I played some of this video. Oh, we need to talk. So which one is it? This one. But even he was like, well, it's not true, but let's unpack it anyway. But he had this, and I thought it was interesting. I wanted to see if y'all agree or disagree with this or not.
A great opportunity for us to talk about male pessimism. I tell women often that, because men's responsibility naturally and traditionally and societally is to provide and protect, it makes us naturally pessimistic. It makes us naturally default to worst case scenario and prioritize figuring out everything that could potentially go wrong and coming up with a contingency plan to handle that. To the untrained eye or to the unaware, it could look like pessimism. It could look like men hate fairy tales. Men don't like love. Men are unromantic. But I would submit that a consequence of our responsibility as men is that pessimism, is that sometimes it looks like nihilism. It's a sense of she's a hoe until proven otherwise, or she's a bad woman, or this is a bad situation until proven otherwise. Whereas I think women are allowed to, and even now celebrated for being optimistic, for being pie in the sky, for being fantastical in their assumptions of life and reality. And sometimes it gets them into trouble. But I think it's important that we begin to empathize with that aspect of men's disposition. With that being said, a lot of us is
Do y'all agree or disagree?
I disagree
I also disagree.
because I'm like, I don't see things pessimistic, like not specifically, not just that. My experience in pretty much all scenarios and when it comes to relationships is everything that can happen, good and a bad. What can lead to it? You're drawing strings to make sure, okay, what if she's this? What if she's that? And she's playing a game? What are your contingencies? What do you look for? This and the other. But if she's legit, okay, what can I do? What does she like? You going through a whole, I go through a lot, not just, so when he's talking, I'm like, is that all you think about? Like, I thought there's no way. Then what's the point? Is it only going in there? Is that the only pleasure? Like, there's nothing else. Is that how you, or just the whole, running shit or something like that? But that's it. There's nothing like in between upon meeting. There's no feeling. There's none of that. I think we share that with women. We just don't go hard body with it because it's all in our head. And we kind of like, we broaden our breasts and be like, we try not to get too soft with it, but we thinking. So why just pessimism? That's what's strange about it. Like, I agree, because I'm like, okay, those things are scenarios that are played, what he said, but I disagree as if, because of the way he portrayed it, as if that's it.
I think
I think. Go ahead, Dion. My bad.
I think just the whole pessimistic mindset that that that's just more of that the bullshit red pill talk, if you ask me. Why? Because see, me personally, you know, I, while you know I go through my issues, my stresses here and there, I enjoy my role as the man in my woman's life. I enjoy my role as a father. This shit is fun to me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just to get in summary, so I have a better understanding, is the man stating that women are pessimistic?
No, that men are pessimistic by nature. That we are, because we're always thinking of the worst case scenarios and like what are we going to do if we get up out of there. He was like, women are more the optimistic. Women are more optimistic. That's what he was saying.
That sounds opposite, because if that was the case, I don't think that we would have so many single mothers today.
The reason why like I sort of agree with it because of, and I think a lot of people, you haven't heard the saying, I don't want to be right, I want to get it right. I
Mhm.
think where a lot of dudes, they just want to be right. So, and even with like, let's say, for example, marriages like Sierra and Russell Wilson's marriage. A
Mhm.
lot of people, um, they kind of, especially in the red pill community, they looked at Sierra as damaged goods, or like she don't really love her, or people, when people look at Jada and Will's situation, they was like, Will should get a divorce because she don't love her, because she don't love her. And then like other stuff like that, where like people, even to a point where they're like, don't get married, where they're telling people not to get married and not to or at least not to date single mothers because they're damaged goods and recreational uses only. I feel like a lot of dudes, they think of the worst with a scenario. So like I don't like, maybe it's just me, and I'm the only. I feel like when it comes to like marriages like Russell Wilson and Sierra, I feel like I was the only one rooting for that marriage as a man at one point, and I've heard everyone talk shit about it. It's just like, it's because it's like, oh, because he had a baby by Future, and the whole Pookie and Ray Ray shit. So I've heard a lot of dudes, even like if the marriages last, like they're still. I feel like they're waiting on that one day when they get a divorce where they could say, "Aha, I told you so," and it's just like I proved my point. But it's just like, do you really want to wait 10 years to prove a point that you was right? And even so, it took that long. So is that really considered a W in your eyes? But I
Well,
think some people it does.
the man needs to know his stuff. Like when people talk about topics, it's important for them to know the dictionary version of it and then pinpoint the scenario, because when he's speaking, it's very vague. So we understand that being pessimistic is to see the worst aspect of things or to believe that the worst will happen. And what I'm saying is it can't be it can't be just a one rule for one gender. If you look at the ghetto, a lot of people in that community, if you gave them 10,000 fucking dollars, okay, and said, "Hey, you can build a business," do you think that $10,000 is going to be used for good investments or bad investments?
Good question. I think it depends on the person. Honestly, I think it
Exactly.
depends on the person.
It
Right.
almost feels like a loaded question because of how much that depends on the person.
Exactly. But in the environment, based off the statistics and how people utilize their environment mostly instead of looking at the opportunity. It really doesn't matter when it's male and female when it comes to certain environments. So I think that his, version of saying that women are optimistic, what type of women, what environment are they in, and do they have children, do they have support? It's a many factors that will pertain to a person being optimistic. And let's face it, we live in America. So if we was to really do a statistics on what gender is optimistic and what gender isn't, can we just discuss the mental illness that everybody mostly have that has been not diagnosed? So it is a loaded question, and his opinion is his opinion, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's a gender thing.
I absolutely agree that it is absolutely not a gender thing. Here's the thing: you have different strokes of different walks of life walking amongst you every single day of your life. You're going to have men that are so optimistic it's corny, and you're gonna have men that are so pessimist you can't even stand to be around them. It's a spectrum. I think the general consensus is that she thinks that men are, what's it called, pessimists because of their behavior patterns and how they react when things like rejection, when things like falling short of a goal happen to them. And you also see the spectrum of how they act. Some of them charge it up to the game and become better. Most men do. But you also have those segment of men that go out and hurt somebody, that go out and commit atrocities and cause harm to people. And if there is not an adequate policing system in the country that you're living in to address those concerns, then that's going to be the issue. That's going to be the solution, is to invest in that type of thing. And I feel like men always had that type of approach. But at the same time, when you really consider everything that has gone on in the past, like 50 to 60 years, just the amount of bullshit that us as a generation has been through, I think it's unfair to just classify it as fucking pessimism. Like, uh, you know, like Crystal eloquently said, people have actual fucking mental illnesses because of the environment that they've been forced to live in. And if you don't address that, then you're not having the right conversation. You're just wasting time.
Okay. Material lifestyle into the chat. How you doing, B?
Doing great in yourself.
Okay, it's going great. Did you at least jump in to see what we talking about?
I think I kind of get a gist of what y'all talking about. No, y'all was just talking about Sierra Russell Williams and men and
It's
pessimistic.
it was more or less.
Um,
Obviously, you heard the rumor about Steve Harvey's getting a divorce, and like it was untrue, right?
I didn't even hear that rumor.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, long story short, the rumor wasn't true, and like I was seeing a bunch of channels, even though it wasn't true, they were still having like think pieces about the marriages, and it came off like, let's just say it just came off very negative, and like you was kind of like, it seemed like they was preying on their downfall. So um I wanted basically it was like and it got to like men being like pessimistic by nature. And it was like, do you kind of agree that men can be pessimistic by nature?
I don't think it's really men per se. I think it's the weird thing is just black people in general. Like I think slowly like we kind of low key have the pessimistic like in us.
Wow.
I wouldn't call it that.
Oh, hold on. That wasn't a response. That was not in response to Material Life, by the way. Storm Frosted's gif.
Don't put me out there.
Just in case.
That was well
Okay.
timed.
It
I
was
know.
well
I'm
timed.
like,
Very
hold
well.
on. Why did everyone pause? Did anyone not see it? Why didn't you?
Because we was
laugh? And
waiting
I'm like,
on
oh
you.
shit. Because I'm like, oh shit. Oh no, I think they think I said it about no. My bad.
But okay, but I was starting to say I wouldn't call it just a I wouldn't classify it as a general sense of I
Damn,
got sometimes
sorry.
pessimism amongst us, amongst black folk. Okay, I feel like you have optimism, pessimism, and realism. You know, and I think that's where that realm of realism is where the majority of us work. As black people, that's where the majority of us work, or at least I would like to believe so. Yeah, you have you know the occasional what's what's the word uh who are just they want what they want, they're in their own world, whatever, but it's just you know this the situation, this is how we're going to deal with XYZ. That's how I feel like the bulk of the black community moves. I feel like that's how we've kind of had to move because of the circumstances the circumstances under which first of all how we got to where we are, and everything that continues to go on around us, not just in terms of love and romance like we're talking about with the Steve Harvey situation, but in life in general. But going back to the whole thing with Steve Harvey himself, um, the reason why it seems like there's so many people who are just after his head, it it all boils down to it boils down to the whole act like a lady, think like a man thing.
I agree with that because there's a lot of dudes that they call him a simp because they say he parented to.
Because here's the thing. On one hand, there's certain stuff that Steve Harvey has said that I don't fully agree with, but on the same token, right? There's a lot of stuff that he has said and had been preaching throughout the whole "act like a lady, think like a man" campaign or whatever that was actually solid. And those items that are solid, what those things have done is it's put a lot of pressure on guys, and this forced cats to kind of step this shit up. And there's cats who are mad about that.
Why would they be mad about stepping their shit up? And I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I'm just wondering. Like,
I know. Plain and simple, they don't want to. They were content with doing bare minimum, if not nothing, and getting their way when it came to women. When females started taking again certain points of his advice, because again, I do feel like there were certain things he was saying in within that whole thing that were kind of off. The parts that were solid, when women started adhering to the parts of that were actually valid. Now Cass is upset because now they had to do more. They had to be more.
when you say do the bare minimum, what do you mean by that? What would you consider as the bare minimum? Because the first thing that comes to my mind, and I'm throwing you one, is like instead of going on the first date, God damn it, instead of going on the first date, like going out somewhere, you'd be like, yo, let's just go home and chill. It's like Netflix and chill. I would say that's the bare minimum.
Yeah, something like that. You and these damn gifts. But anyway,
I missed it.
This is why I can never talk properly when I'm here. That's just distracting. I'm sorry.
Look away from the screen.
Yeah, just don't look at the screen.
It's hard not to though. It's hard not to look at the screen when the shit makes a noise every time somebody puts one of the damn things on.
You know what you know what Jesus said when someone asked him about temptations? He said, close your eyes out. That way you won't look at them. That's what Jesus
Oh
said.
my, that's murder.
Hell no.
Ray, that's just the Gemini in you.
That's unnecessary is what the fuck that was.
That's what Jesus said. That's what Jesus said. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ said. I'm paraphrasing, but it was, it's along the
Hey,
lines.
Better
Jesus.
paraphrase.
Hey, Jesus also said, "Turn the other cheek." But that's one part of the Bible that don't sit right with me.
He
Anyway,
also said, turn up. I got this bottle of wine. What's up? That's
now that I
what we
can agree with.
drinking.
But anyway,
What we drinking
we're
tonight.
going off topic.
I got Dom Perignon right here.
What?
Let me stop. But go ahead, Dion.
I was saying that's the source of like the hatred toward Steve Harvey though. It's a lot of guys who now women are demanding more of certain cats, and these dudes is pissed because they had to change their ways. They had to essentially step up in ways that I guess they didn't want to or weren't prepared to, and how they took it is how they took it,
Can I play devil's advocate?
like you always do.
Okay. Okay. I don't mind stepping my game up, but like, are the women? Is the women supposed to step theirs up as well?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's just like,
If anything, because I actually paid attention to a lot of the shit that Steve Harvey was saying. Which is why I was like, okay, some of what he's saying is off. But um, in certain regards, yeah, a lot of what he was saying had to do with women changing their ways and stepping up in certain ways too, to get the men they want or to get the men in their lives to do what it is they need them to do. You can't demand change of a motherfucker if you're not willing to change yourself. That just don't fucking make sense.
okay. I just leveled up Lucio. I don't even know what this means. But the only reason I say that because, well, I didn't read the book, so I can't even say. It just seems like a lot of dudes feel like his stuff is like one sided and pandering to women, and I understand that majority of his audience is women, but I also feel like it's like mostly like it's the men's fault and the women don't have to do anything. I feel like that's what a lot of dudes say when they look at Steve Harvey and the things he talks about. Even though I've watched some of this shows, especially some of the Ask Steve, and you see, and some of the women on there said some like the questions they be having is like very outlandish to even where Steve is just like, huh? He's like, really? He's just
See,
like, really? So it's
the ones who are saying that his advice was one sided and like accusing him of like bashing men and all of that. Those are the ones who you clearly were not paying attention to some of the things he was saying and preaching at over the course of that, because he with some of the advice he was given, he actually checked a lot of women. There was a lot of chicks who were like oh my god, like this, like I did this and this after watching the movie or reading the book and this and whatever, and it's a lifesaver. It changed my whole relationship with my dude. Like that's a lot. It opened a lot of women's eyes to some of the shit they were actually doing wrong. And again, these are the parts of what he said that were actually accurate. I can't stress that part enough.
Have you read the book, Dion? Have you read the book?
Not in its entirety, but I read enough of it to know. Okay, that's that's what he said in this part, this part, and this part is pretty spot on, and what he was saying here. I don't know. To be fair, I feel the same way. Like when it comes to a lot of the shit that certain, I guess, life and relationship gurus such as Kevin Samuels and a few others was saying. There were points where okay, that's fair, that's accurate, and there are points where, as much as people praise Kevin Samuels for some of the stuff he was doing and saying in regards to women and relationships and life advice and this and the third, there were a couple of things I looked at the screen when Kevin Samuels was talking and I was like, huh?
Same here. I just didn't like the fact that they say, why would you take advice from a man that was like divorced twice? But a lot of dudes took advice from Kevin Samuels, who I fucks with. And I said, like, y'all praise Kevin Samuels for his advice, but y'all fucking shit on, and he's been divorced twice, but y'all shit on fucking Steve Harvey. He's also been divorced twice. So it's like, maybe it makes
I'll
sense.
never
And that's
forget
not towards
Steve
Kevin
Harvey's
Samuels, and that's not
reaction
towards Kevin
to.
Samuels. That's towards people.
I'll never forget Steve Harvey's reaction to like what you were saying to that ridicule about how he's been married and divorced this many times. Why y'all taking advice from him? His response was, that just means I could get somebody. What's your problem?
You know what?
That's
I just think all of them are fucking all over the place. 1 minute they're mad at Steve Harvey. The next minute they're mad at Russell Wilson. The next minute fucking Tariq Nasheed done said something. Next week, this nigga said something. This woman said something. Bruh, I'm tired. That's all they do on YouTube, bro. They just react to niggas saying shit.
Man, give it time and fucking what's his face? Derrick Jackson over there is gonna be back trending over something else stupid too.
well, that's why they call it
in my
drifting.
opinion.
Give it time.
Well, yeah, that's
in
why they
my
call it
opinion.
drifting. In my opinion. Any last words before we move on to our next topic?
I feel like Steve Harvey, he wasn't right for what he said. Fuck that bald headed nigga. I hate him. Face ass nigga.
Oh shit.
That's
All
why
right.
Steve
Oh
Harvey
shit.
looks like a fucking peanut M&M.
We need to move on.
All right.
We need to move on.
All right. This one is a do you care? Do you care that Pinky Doll, aka that woman that was doing the NPC shit, the yum yum ice cream so good, yum yum. Do you care that she's suing Google because her OnlyFans got leaked?
The only thing
That's
that
what's
I'm gonna say
entertaining. I
to
watch that.
the only
Yeah,
thing the only thing that I'm gonna say to that is, while it is unfortunate, it's the internet. Whether
you kinda can't.
you like it or not, if it's on the internet, niggas got access to it.
True.
Yep.
That's how it is. That's how it's always been.
You remind me.
Telling her
You will
that
never
they won.
Nothing is fucking private on the internet because that's not the intention of the internet. That literally goes
Remember when I
against the
said that
design
to
of the
Kayla?
fucking internet.
Yo, remember
And then
when
she
I said
got-
that to Kayla about the
and then she
silhouette
got-
challenges that she got,
Yeah, and then
got
I
mad
got
about
upset.
that?
Yeah. And I'm like, what is there to be upset about? Ray's right.
I
It's
said,
not
you put
even
it on the
about
internet, there's consequences.
It's consequences. That's not even an opinion. How you get mad at a fact, bro? I don't know.
Some people just don't want to be wrong.
No, it was that. It's just she just couldn't get it over the fact that there's perverts out there, taking a red filter off for the silhouette challenge when that was popping, and exposing their naked women. I was like, well, your ass shouldn't have been doing it on the fucking internet in the first place. This
Isn't it
consequences.
because she was doing that NPC shit? That's why it drew attention to her.
Yes.
Yeah, it drew
So-
attention. Then
oh,
people
man.
found out got her
Well, this is
OnlyFans,
your
and then they leaked their OnlyFans.
Sue
She got
yourself?
pissed off, and then she was like, "I'm gonna sue Google."
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
gotta sue
okay.
yourself.
And
now.
then Google's looking at her
That
like,
ain't got shit to
Your
do with
partner.
Google.
Your partner. What's up?
nah, Google is like, bro, I swear to God, if she ever comes this way, we're gonna bury her. I'm pretty sure that's what Google said.
Gang, 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 gang.
And then the situation ain't got shit to do with Google. That's the part that's making me laugh.
And yeah, Google's sitting there like, I wish you motherfucking would. You could try.
Why you saying fuck me for?
What you-
Yo.
What he said?
I'm
Why you
way
saying
over
fuck me
here.
for?
Don't sue Google. Track down whoever leaked your shit. There's ways to do it, and go after that motherfucker.
Look, you can't fix stupid. All right. Obviously, the girl's not that bright.
Yep.
I have a joke, but it's gonna sound right.
There's a and
The only thing
there's
she's
a.
smart enough to do is turn herself light skinned so she can light skin.
I was just about to say there's a light skin joke there, but I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone because you said she's not that bright.
Literally
Not
and
that
figuratively. Yes.
Your
She's
hair's
not that bright.
uneven.
She's actually
You
pretty
look
dark.
dusty.
Yeah, there's the skin complexion joker there somewhere, but it's beneath me. I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone.
Just
Better
leave that
leave
in the
light
dark.
skin alone.
Just leave that in the dark.
Shut up. I just said I will leave it alone, and your ass double down. Shut up.
You're damn right I double down.
You did, yeah.
Down double, nigga.
What AEW say? I'm all in, baby.
All in.
Oh
Double
man, I love
under.
you niggas. I love you niggas. That's all I got to say.
Ew.
No, you know what? Fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Fuck you for that, father.
I said, if anything, we should sue her for that whack ass sex tape she was putting out. That shit was boring.
Yeah, that shit was trash anyway. What are you
Yeah.
suing for? I should sue you. I want my time back. I'm so tired of people thinking that because a woman is attractive, she knows how to fuck.
I was about to say, I said, this is gonna sound stupid, but I ain't never seen a girl so uninterested in sucking dick. It was just like,
Yum yum. Yum yum yum.
Stop singing.
like, I don't know. It's something about pretty girls looking bored and shit. It just looks stupid. It's just
Like if you don't want to be there, then don't be there.
Just go.
Yeah,
Just go.
goddamn, you on OnlyFans. Suck some dick with some pride. God damn it. That's
Do it for the brand. Do it for the fans.
How
I
is-
ain't gonna do it. Do it for the fans.
do it for the fans.
So is she's basically trying to sue Google for the leak nudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to blame it on Google. Trying to blame something that ain't got shit to do with Google on Google.
Okay. So Jesus.
Call on him. Call on him.
Yo.
At the end of the fucking day, like when she was showing her ass, like did she just say, well, one of these guys that see me on the screen can actually take out their phone and record me and get money off in China or something? Like, did she really think that there was a protection against that?
Yes.
I think that filter got to her fucking head. Because at the fucking day, just because you put
What?
yeah, the filter got to her
That?
fucking head.
She was far gone before that. Come on.
The filter really
She
got
was-
to her head
she
of
was far
feeling
gone.
like protected in some way. That fake protection. It's that fake protection. That's that problem nowadays. Like I
Fake
understand,
protection.
but
Shit.
you know, she's gonna be that NPC during a time of a zombie apocalypse, and she really gonna be thinking she's protected. How are you going on fucking OnlyFans and then saying nobody can get access to this? Tell that to Kim K. The fuck?
Shit.
And that shit was on a private video.
I should have stayed private. Let me
I'm
stop.
going to say it one more time.
If you're
The
gonna
internet is not meant for privacy.
Not.
Not to mention, the internet is eternal. Once it's there, it's there for fucking ever. You may have to dig to find something, but it's still there.
She reminds me of the girl with the spicy condom situation with Drake. That's what she fucking.
Oh shit!
Oh my
was-
Oh
lord.
shit!
I love that you called it the spicy condom.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
With that government, like,
I put hot sauce in my bag, swag.
I forgot about that until just now. Damn.
man, she's digging through garbage for what? You're the one that purposely went out there, showed your ass, and then when your ass got stung with some chipotle sauce and shit, you bitching and complaining now. Like, no, take that L. You put yourself out there, take accountability. The fuck?
I would have been like, yeah, that's me. Probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Out here in the fields.
All I'm saying is any that does that and then, shit just goes sideways. Yeah, it's fucked up. But when they own up, like, yeah, that was me. I was making my fucking money. That's the realest bitch to come across because you know the risk that you're taking.
Well, she had to be good at something because the last two things she tried at is just really good. But anyway, on another do you care? Do y'all care that Sexy Red kind of looks like Young Thug? I'm not gonna lie. Ever since he said that, I can't unsee it now. See?
Did I send y'all the clip of that I found of her doing an interview talking about that?
I don't know if it was you or not, but I know I saw it swirling around a couple times, so I was like,
Because the top and bottom, like her talking and a photo of Young Thug underneath, and it's just like y'all got the same jawline and everything. I'm convinced y'all two are fucking related.
Yeah.
Also, there was a video of this woman going at Sexy Red calling her an industry plant because I feel like someone sent that to me though, but it was a video of her this woman calling Sexy Red an industry plant, and she was like, she's basically put here to degrade black women and all that.
They said the same shit about Ice Spice.
I think she's I mean, she's shaking her ass at a deli. And she got a little 16-year-old girl in the video in there, so I guess
she's shaking her ass at a deli,
the
deli, at the deli.
Do y'all agree with that or no?
I think.
Go ahead.
Well, no, fine. Go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead.
Okay, I wouldn't necessarily call either of them plants. The main reason people are calling them that is purely because of like how fast they became as popular as they are, honestly. And that's it. It feels like a lot of hater talk to me. Mind you, okay.
So easy nowadays.
Mind you, okay. I'm familiar with Ice Spice. I don't know much about Sexy Red, but yeah, like I said, they were saying the same shit about Ice Spice, and that's just how I feel about that. That's just hate. That's just haters talking. That's just hatred talking. It just sounds like jealousy. Just sounds like a bunch of jealousy.
Which part?
Just the whole thing of her either of them really supposedly being an industry plant.
Is it really hate though? Because look, at least I would say this about Ice Spice: she could stay on beat. But Sexy Red, Lord Jesus, that's some terrible ass rapping. Like I've heard her rap, and I've heard her on a couple songs where she was rapping. The woman can't stay on beat. It's like Blueface bad, and
damn.
Yeah, it's like She got a whole little video with her and Sukiana talking about hood rats. People love the hood rat shit, and it's outside of a Popeyes. I think it's in Capitol Heights, which is just funny. It's just like I think it's in Capitol Heights. So it's not the fact that I don't think she's a plant, but I do think she's terrible, and I'm saying this rap wise. But but I don't know who the fuck listening to her music that are dudes, but I know women stay blasting some Sexy Red. I've seen that. It's just so.
Yo, really?
I'm
Really?
I think people honestly, and the fact that she's so ratchet, and I've heard this from a couple people, they kind of live vicariously through her because of her ratchetness. Believe it or not,
they do it with everybody, Ray.
But why?
They did it with Lil Kim. They did it with Foxy Brown. They did it with Eve. They did it with Megan Thee Stallion. They did it with Saweetie. They did it with Coi Leray. They did it. They do it to everybody.
Okay, I agree with that, but this is about like at least like back then there was at least a balance. You can say that with your Lil Kims and your Foxy Browns, you had your Lauryn Hills and and your Eves and all that other stuff where everybody didn't sound the same. Like you had your balance in rap, but it's just like now it's just like hell.
There's no balance.
I think you just gave me a theory.
What's your theory?
A game theory.
The reason because I like you're talking like there used to be a balance. I'm like, yeah, because today there's none. There is no quality. What the fuck? But I'm saying, and the theory is,
are you talking about? I'm sorry. Are you talking about? Not to cut you off. Male rap or female rap? Because Kendrick, at least,
Oh, in general, but we could narrow this down to this. That's fine. But my theory was that the reason why there is none left and they're hard to find is because they were probably warned by the ones who made it in their life, was like, you know what? So they sent a message, in this day and age, the internet, right? So a lot of people were turned off to it. And it was like, you know what? Maybe, that's a dream I would love to have, but it ain't worth it. So a lot of people, I'm not going to drop that information, but I know someone who's related to a certain rapper. I'll just say that. And they were going to, join the, entertainment industry. They wanted to do it. But, they explained what went down. They're like, now I'll just let my sibling there, do their thing. I'm not doing that. They basically told me that and told me why they won't do it. A lot of that's going on right now. So there's a lot of people turning away from it. So there's plenty. I know there is plenty of talented people out there, women and men, rappers, all that. But they ain't doing this. They're like, they ain't gonna even fucking bother. A lot of them probably just got turned away from it. And this is all that's out here now. So the people growing up to is like this. Oh, this is the standard. Like this is, this is all I need to do. I don't even need to fucking try. So everybody's dipping a toe in it, and whoever has a certain look or it factor, and that's not hard to find really when you're going by looks and swag and stuff like that. It's not really that hard to find. So you're gonna get a lot of it. So it didn't surprise me at all. But this, okay. That was my theory, by the way. But my thoughts on this is, I don't know. When I saw, God, I know I'm going to offend people. I'm not trying to, though. But first of all, at my job, there's a radio station that plays this stuff all day. And it drives me crazy.
I feel like you said job in quotation marks.
Yeah, because I'm not. Well, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not being specific.
Okay.
Remember? Well, last week I said I manage a business, so that's why I said job. I'm like, am I like employee? Last week I said manager. That's why. But so this music is playing all the time, And like, I didn't know who these people. I did not know. I heard the name, heard the sound, don't know how the person looked. But I'm on YouTube, right? So I'm seeing like videos of people pop up, and I see that who this person was that I keep hearing all the time. I'm like, okay. I see the thumbnail. I'm like, oh, that's who that. The first thought I got, and I'm not making fun. I'm not making fun. Okay, it's gonna sound fucking funny. Okay, I might laugh after saying it, but this is not my intention. This is a legit thought. When I saw her, I was like, why is she like him? She looks like she has Down syndrome. Like, I'm not like, so I'm like, I don't see the appeal. Maybe no one else sees it. Maybe it's just me. But this is what I see, and I'm like, that's not appealing at all. Like, and first of all, and then and the way I'm seeing this is like, okay, it kind of matches what I've been fucking hearing all day at fucking work. This is how, this is my reaction to that. Now, this other what Sexy Red. Now, this one, and who said who said that Ice Spice at least kept to the beat or something like that?
Ray did.
I did.
Oh,
it was Ray? Okay, I can
Yeah.
I agree with that. Straight up. I can't stand none of them, but I would give you that. I'm like, hell yeah, yeah. And they just look, I don't know.
She knows her sound. I will say that. She knows her fucking sound.
Yes, she does. I agree.
The
beats are decent too.
Yeah, her beats are decent. But go ahead, dude.
Yeah, I just couldn't. So yeah, those are. So yeah, these things it's not hard to do that, to bring these people out and start winning shit and give them like some it's not hard. So it's not appealing to me. I don't know. Maybe knowing that is I don't know what it is, but like I've never heard any of this and been like, oh, I could rock to this. That's a banger right there. It's like, it's hard to find. And I was always the type of person when it came to music, I did not care. I'm like, how does it make me feel? What is happening to me that I'm like, oh my God, I could play this over and over and oh, that's how I am with music, yo. Anything I could just play and repeat and it never gets fucked out for me, yo. That's how I am with my music. So when you're getting the opposite and it's repeating and repeating and repeating, I can't do it. So maybe it's just that. Maybe it's not the quality. Maybe it's just not ringing to me. It's not moving the needle. So
maybe you're getting older.
Oh no, I've always been like this. This is ask my friends.
Huh? Okay. I'm not approved when it comes to because I said, I grew up on Akayele, I grew up on Ratchet stuff, I grew up on Uncle Luke and all that other stuff, but like I said, when you hear like my pussy pink and my booty hole brown, I wouldn't take that as a serious song, but like you put that on wax.
Oh, no, I would. No, hold on. There is an exception because there's a certain genre within music where it's comedy and satire. Okay, so if you were to tell me it was a comedy album with that title, I'd be like, okay, I will listen to it just to see if it'll make me fucking laugh and bop to it at the same time.
Yeah, but even then, like, I know what you're talking about because like it was like that back then with like old Dolomite, where like he had a woman and she said some raunchy ass shit, and I can't remember her name, but it was a big woman that that always said something. I seen the Dolomite movie, but I can't remember her name, so I understand what you're saying. Then there's people like Biz Markie with he has a lot of comedy raps and The Lonely Island, the whole jizz in my pants thing. Like, but at least you could tell like with those songs, you can see the comedy in there. But like when you hear Pound Town,
you're like,
and you like, yo, you really put that on wax, my nigga? And this is just like, you really thought that was good. And then someone there thought like, yo, this shit's gonna be hitting the streets, even though they're kind of right. I don't fucking get it, but
it's for the hood, Ray. It's for the hood.
Hey, I'm gonna let you finish, right? But I want you to keep in mind that we live in a generation where one of the most popular artists today is famous because she made a song pretending to be a fucking cow.
You can Doja Cat alone. She didn't do nothing to you, Dion.
Hey, I'm a Doja Cat fan, first of all. I'm not bashing her by any means. I'm a Doja Cat fan.
Yeah, I like that song though. Bitch, I'm a cow. I like bitch. I'm a cow.
Yeah, no, that song crank.
That song kind of crazy. I like bitch, I'm a cow.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is people have done outright strange things for the sake of getting on. You can't be shocked when you know chicks. I mean, first of all, when women have been rapping around about they pussy and they booty holes and all of that for decades. We're not going to pretend that that's not a thing.
Yeah, but
that hasn't been a thing since forever. But
no, but I've said this. At least when they rap about it, there was some type of wittiness. There was type of clever to this. It's like it's why I like Megan. I think Megan's very witty and lyrical, even when she's rapping about her pussy and all that other stuff. She's very witty and lyrical.
Megan got bars. I just want her to start rapping about some different shit.
I think that's everybody's complaint.
Mama Moso Washi Lico Mapanota is
Yeah,
going
I
down
love
as one of the greatest
that.
songs.
I love that line. Like, but like, I don't know. The straightforwardness is kind of like, ew. That's how I feel about it. But and just so, like I said, just so I'm not picking on women. Like I hated when Plies did it too when he said, "I want you to put I want to put my mayonnaise all up in your salad." I turned the fucking song off.
That's the
No.
worst shit I ever heard in my life.
I was like, what? I remember that, and I turned the shit directly the fuck off. I was like,
Ew.
I know what song you're talking about too. With Flies.
With Tank.
Yeah. That's off his first album.
I don't even like that song and shit. But it was the same way with Brian McKnight when he said, "I'm gonna show you how your pussy works." I'm like, what the fuck?
He had no business making that. He had no business with that one. Oh my god. I love Brian McKnight to death, but he had no business with that one. Oh my god, that was bad.
It was terrible.
That was so bad.
I mean,
And it's so weird because like everything else he's done is fire.
I know.
And same thing with Flies. Just about everything else Flies has done is fire. Where did this fake bomb come from?
You know, they all can't be bangers. What was it? My nigga Common Sense, when he said, "This is so automatic. I stay fresh like I'm wrapped in plastic." I turned that shit the fuck off too. I said that has got to be some of the worst bars I have ever heard in my goddamn life. It's like you gotta be very talently bad for me to just turn off bars. And I like Common, I really do. But when he said that shit, I turned that shit the fuck off.
Hey, it's certain songs from Lil Wayne I absolutely can't listen to, and I like the majority of his shit.
That nigga said, "Buzz, buzz, buzz, you're my love bug." And
when Drake said, "Check the weather and it's getting real oppy outside," I cringed. I'm not gonna lie. Drake makes me cry sometimes because some of the lines he be having. Oh, yeah, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. Why would you say that, sir?
I was just about to quote that one too.
He needed to be clapped for that. I wanted to slap him for that. Yo, I never wanted to slap a rapper so bad.
I said, what?
Oh my god.
And then while we at it, you ever listen to Shake Your Ass?
By Mystical?
Yes. His first lines is, "I came in with my dick in my hand. Don't let me make me put my foot in your ass. Be cool." What?
All I'm gonna say about Mystical is this: the man's got 2 rape charges under his belt, and if we didn't know something was wrong with him from Shake Your Ass, then I don't know what to tell niggas. If we didn't know something was wrong with his ass from way back then, I don't know what to tell niggas.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I had to listen to that. I said, this nigga really said, "I came in with my dick in my hand." Like, it's like, yeah. We really let some bars slide. Damn. But any last words before we move on to our next topic?
Ray, we didn't lose, they lost.
Yeah.
Bro, Dion, I am 24. I am 22-4. I had the least deaths in the entire game. Well, I don't. I have the second least deaths, but damn.
Hey, handle your business, G.
I'm sorry. I just had to vent.
It be like that. I was.
Hey, Flex, go ahead, shit, Flex, nigga.
Nah,
You whooping ass.
no, but like to get back on topic, like my booty hole brand.
God.
Hey,
Okay.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just stay away from it. That's my motto.
I probably should have said that. On to our next topic. How do y'all feel about the Proud Boys getting at least 10 years in jail for, the storming the Capitol shit?
All they had to do was shut the fuck up.
That's all they got.
They literally, I feel like they would have gotten away with it if they just shut the fuck up. Because all that investigations and shit going on.
One got 17, one got 15.
I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Nah, probably was. I would have gotten away with it if you shut the fuck up.
It's the same way. It's the same way how I feel about gangsters showing their gum on Instagram Live. And then they get fucking wonder why they fucking getting arrested or the cops are after them. It's like
they doing 20 years.
Looking at you, Young Thug.
Did they say something in particular?
What didn't they say? The fuck?
I thought you were referring to the case. All right. So I don't know. People forget.
That's the real question to ask. What didn't they say? Shit.
People forget who the Proud Boys are, man. I'm telling you. Okay. I think. Well, okay. Nobody watched that.
That day broke out tradition of peacefully transferring power, which is among the most precious things we had as Americans. The judge said, emphasizing that he was using past tense in light of how January 6th affected the process. Okay.
Okay. So when it comes to the Proud Boys, they're all basically informants for the FBI. This is just a show. That's what that is. This ain't nothing. Nobody gonna fucking jail. Okay. I already broke down January 6th already, so I don't need to go into it because I'll be forever to get into. Anything to do with that shit is bullshit. And when we get to if you do get to that topic of a certain photo, I'll break that down. But as of now, this January 6th shit, I can't like that thing is it's not.
We know we haven't heard the end of that, and I'm just waiting to see how that and what you just alluded to plays out.
Yo.
Okay, so D Wolf, this is what he said. My curiosity got the better of me, and I will have to live with that for the rest of my life. That's it. He acknowledged that he messed up, but he blamed being seduced by the crowd of Trump supporters outside Capitol because he's not a violent person or a terrorist.
Of course, yeah. This is Fitz people. That's who this is. Okay, this is why you can't trust them. That is not what they. I told you I saw that day live, right? I saw every angle I could find. I was streaming on 3 monitors. That's how interesting this was. Because when I first saw it, when it started, I was just watching his speech. I was like, okay, he just touched on a few things. Okay, yeah, okay, the usual. But I was like, okay, that was a good one. All right, it ended, and they started walking. So the group that was with him when he arrived late, by the way, and the group that was with him, they started to walk. They didn't even reach yet. That's the one thing. So whoever was there, all right, was already there. So it wasn't no group that he told them and sent them to go over there and go inside. And whoa. Okay. They did go end up inside. Some of them did end up inside, but they did not end up breaking down no door or go through or get past security, which is not what happened anyway because security let them in. But outside of that, they didn't even reach yet by the time that happened. So that's interesting. I find that very interesting, but people are taking it serious. Like I'm telling you, I could break this down so much. It's insane. And I've done it before in a final thought like a year or two ago. So I none of this is to be taken. So when we move on to the next one, I'll break it down. But yo, this is not something, this is not to be taken lightly what's going on. I understand I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing because this ain't serious, yo. What is happening? And I know what's going on to these guys that are behind bars and they're holding them. Some of them they had to let out. Some of them afforded good lawyers because some of them were certain YouTubers who could do that to get out, to be able to tell what's going on in there. All right. I know what's up in there. I know what's going on. I don't understand because it's all out there. It's not hard to find either. That's the other thing. It's not hard to find. But nobody will look because it's being fed. And what's being fed is going to, a lot of things are going to be excluded and nobody's going to care. Why did I see it? How could I see it live? Right? I see everything going on live. I've seen everything. Then wake up the next day and hear an opposite story. And I'm seeing everybody going insane. And I'm like, yo, but that is not what happened. I saw this. It's not to say I saw a recording of it. It's not to say I saw a recording of this. And then I'm talking to you guys. No, on that day, I was streaming this person's channel. Because I follow a whole bunch of independent journalists. So they are there on foot. They announce it. They're on Instagram. They're everywhere. So it's not only on the news you're seeing this go down. It's not only the next day when they decide to upload it. No, these things were streaming. So I saw everything go down. So when the cop opened the door, not the cop opened the door, moved the thing and allowed them to go and open. And now when they're inside the hall, the officer there is having a little confab with like a whole 10 of them. Talking and be like, okay, yeah, guys, you could come in, but just you know, just take it easy, walk around, just don't do anything stupid in here. Going to like, why aren't we hearing that guy is fired? Why aren't we hearing that? But we're hearing they rushed in and they broke this. Yeah, yo, you get into there, yo, you high and you're like, yo, you're happy, you just saw the fuck your president, or you think things are gonna turn around because you just walked up in here. You're high on that. Now you're going to start taking photos. You're a famous this, that, and the other, yo. If you're not and you ended up being there, now you can be. This is the stupidness that was going on there. Nothing more. Nothing more. So when I hear people like react to this as if it's serious, like, yo, I get that passion. Keep that. But aim it somewhere else. Like, I understand this topic. Yeah, keep it here. Keep it here. But, yo, you're looking at the wrong person. You're looking at the wrong narrative. Look again, is what I'm saying. Because that's why I laugh every time I hear like when people like I'm not trying to be, facetious and shit, but I'm like, this is genuine because I'm like, oh my God, I know what the truth is. And when I have because I feel bad because I'm like, yo, I don't want people to go through when and you can't get. It fucking sucks. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Because I know about this, people know about a whole bunch of shit I don't know, and they want to tell me or tell other people. Some people don't want to hear it. Some people just can't. And it gets frustrating. I know how that is. And I don't think I'm alone in that. But in this subject, that's where I am. And I'm like, it's, But sorry, proceed.
I don't know what to say after that.
I would have gotten away with it if you shut the fuck up.
You just gotta talk
like yo,
people.
when these things come up, I try to bite my tongue, but sometimes I'm like, oh my, I need to spit some truth. I'm not on my channel anymore right now. Yeah, I'm too busy. Like, it gets.
In the words of my favorite Uncle Tyrell, try harder.
Nah, yo, there's a reason for this. I can't.
Oh man, any last words before we move on to our next topic? Shut the fuck up. You know,
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Also, how do y'all feel about Trump's mugshot that was going around? It's like,
I'll go
what did y'all
last.
think? You go last. Okay.
Fuck him. That's how I feel about that. Fuck him.
Bruh. Like,
If I don't care what his mugshot look like. I
I
care
think it
about
looks
whether
like
or not
honestly, I think it looks like an album cover. I didn't even think it was a mugshot.
oh God.
I care
Early
about
2000s alt rock.
Yes. It's like that's what it looked like. I was like, this is like the cleanest mugshot. He didn't even look like he was disappointed and all that. It looked like honestly, it looked AI
he
generated.
look like he don't give a fuck because he knows he's not gonna face any freaking prison time.
Bingo.
You know what? That's kind of a flex. And I hate to say it, but that's kind of a flex. Because how do you get impeached twice and still be president and still able to run for president? And if he beat a jail, he's every rapper's dream. I'm not gonna be.
When
And if
you,
He always was. That's the funny thing.
I know he was
Always been.
Kanye's, and a lot of people used to mention Trump. He was in Bobby Brown's video with Ghostbusters. I seen that. So, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like if he beat this, yeah, all we're doing is just giving him more reasons to flex, and he's going to be flexing harder than Ric Flair.
Funny you say that.
He's just I don't know.
I
It feel
I feel like when it comes to Trump, the best thing that can be done is to just kind of disregard it. I know that's difficult to do, but think about it. The more we like talk about him and the shit he does, and like the shit he's gotten away with, just merely look,
Mhm.
names hold power, and the more you bring this motherfucker's name up, and the more attention you draw to him, he gets that much closer to regaining that power he had when he was president. All this shit that's going on around him is doing it. I'm starting to feel like it's all a publicity stunt. If we're being 100% real,
Yo, Dion, I
because
agree.
again, no matter what, and with all the evidence in the world against this man for the shit he's done and the shit he said, this man dodges bullet after bullet
You,
after bullet.
that man is Neo in the Matrix. He is the one.
Exactly.
yo,
He started to believe.
yeah,
The,
What's
the
that?
best thing,
yo,
D-Wall,
the
what is
best
I
thing
happening?
you can
agree.
do is just treat
Started
this
to believe.
motherfucker like he don't exist.
whether people like it or not,
Uh,
Donald Trump is in the history books. They're gonna talk about that man forever.
Yo,
I
Dion,
think he's
Dion.
hilarious.
Oh, sorry.
He
I
is
think he's
hilarious.
hilarious.
You
Like
want y'all
he's
want
the biggest comedian of my
I
comedian
mean,
president of this era.
Yo,
He's the
I
only
don't think
person
he's
I
funny.
know
I
who
think he's
goes
funny
on
looking.
social
he
media
said that.
and
He said some
literally
funny shit last week.
performs a full press conference by himself with no other people from the press and makes full statements and says whatever he want to say on his like to me like he's too funny.
A lot of
Like,
people will
who
tell you
else you
that.
know does that? Like what other person you know acts like he's still president? Like he legit acts like he's still president. Like what
Interesting.
you
He
expect Biden to do, Trump is doing. Like he's doing
dress
a
for the
press
job you
conference
want, not the
behind
job
all
you
he's
have.
missing
Material.
is the two flags on the back of his wherever he's standing at so he can give his press conference and say, this is how he feels. And And he bashes whoever he wants to. He's, which we all know, he's never held a filter when he was president, and now that he's not president anymore, and he's running again, he still doesn't know how to hold a filter. And even before he was president, he didn't know how to hold a filter. So I don't understand.
Oh
Like,
my god.
he's not doing anything opposite of what he does on a regular basis. He has not changed not one bit. He's the same person
Hence why I said what I said.
from celebrity, whatever, the celebrity job, whatever thing that he used to show he used to have, to the person as a president, to the person after presidency. Um, and he might get elected because, as we saw from the debate, the Republican debate, the numbers are struggling. Ron DeSantis, who everybody thought was going to be a favorite, clearly, I don't even know why they thought that. And then
Shit.
Yo,
My Clay Davis voice. Shit.
stay as the governor, yo. Do your stay in your lane.
that's, well,
Straight up.
Trump just what he called him, Ron DeSantis. Like,
This wait,
The scam. The scam.
sanctimonious.
this guy. I was like,
Ron
Ron,
is
what is wrong with this
sanctimonious.
man?
You-
Yeah, that's what it is. Ron DeSantis. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? He is hilarious to me.
yeah.
And he said my mugshot literally gained him $10 million.
It
He
did.
gonna be the
It
first
did.
president to be in
It's insane.
prison. He gonna be the only prisoner in the prison cell.
Yo, I'm telling
With
you, like,
him and his
Yo.
if he do get
Oh,
locked up,
if
it's gonna
he
be
gets
him
locked, yeah,
and
he
Secret
gonna have his
Service.
own personal wing.
Secret
Like,
So
Secret Service will literally get a criminal record just to protect. Like, that's just stupid. That's childish.
You want to know what I
Like,
also just thought about? Ray Shrimmer is always gonna be swimming in money. They literally have a song called Donald Trump.
damn.
they do. You know what? I also, I keep bringing this fact up, but it might make sense. He and I share the same birthday. Trump.
I wouldn't have announced that. I wouldn't be proud of that.
Don't
Why?
Kanye
You're
got the
funny,
same
why
though.
birthday?
wouldn't he?
what, Ray? You're funny.
Yeah,
You have the same birthday.
y'all
as
have the
Kanye
same
too, Ray, or no?
personality.
I
Oh,
got
You
don't
filter.
insult
Do
Ray
you
like
say
that.
it's
Hold
about
on,
letting
no,
your
don't
ego
insult
just
him
say
like
it's
You
that.
know
about
what?
Wait
letting
a
your
minute.
How is
It was
that
a
an
it was a
insult?
funny question.
I do not take
It was
that
a
as
literal
Wait a
How is it an
minute.
insult?
No, hold up, hold
I
up,
take
hold
that as
up.
an insult.
Don't.
I do not take
That,
that as an insult. I'm not gonna lie. The shit he said
I'm
about
trying to.
Rosie. Some of the
I'm
shit he said
trying to
about
figure out how is it an insult.
the shit he said about
it's
Rosie
fucking
O'Donnell
Donald
is
Trump.
funny.
That's how.
I will admit that.
Yeah, you said.
The shit he said about Rosie O'Donnell is funny. By the way, who
Oh.
won that match between him and Rosie O'Donnell in WWE? I can't remember.
I think it was Rosie O'Donnell.
It was Rosie O'Donnell.
You mean celebrity deathmatch?
No, the
Was it a
WWE.
celebrity deathmatch?
No, the WWE match. They had Rosie O'Donnell. You don't remember that, Dion?
I must have missed that. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that.
It was around the time where he was going on WWE and he had that billion dollar match.
Mm.
And they had oh shit. God damn it. I led and I led in kills.
Y'all,
These people letting us,
y'all,
they was letting us down. I went on 2 10 kill streaks.
Ray, tell them how much damage I have.
10K damage.
emotional damage.
I led in kills.
10 motherfucking K. I was cooking.
Who's cooking out here? Whatever. But yeah, I don't take that as an insult because I'm not gonna lie. I've said some shit and got away with it too.
We all have, but like again, not to the magnitude of that of Donald Trump. Like,
The only reason I'm laughing is because I remember when Trump went around saying that just grab her by the you know what.
yeah. Oh, just
And then I
grab-
pictured Ray trying to do that, and my imagination just went left field and I busted out loud. I say I laugh at the most awkward moments. So
Yeah, don't say.
I can't even imagine Ray doing something like that. That's not even Ray.
No, I
Like
don't,
Oh my
I don't
Ray
grab
would
him.
probably
I
say
can
it,
say it.
like,
Yeah.
but he wouldn't do it. But
Yeah, I
Trump would
wouldn't
Play a
definitely
song.
do
Oh
it.
no, what he would do is he would record that portion of Trump saying that, and you'll have that perfect opportunity and use it. And that's when he'll do it. It'll be awesome. That's what he do.
Oh man.
No, but I've said some shit where I was like, I don't know if I should say that, but everybody laughed at it. Like,
That's why I said you would say it, but you wouldn't do it. Trump would
yeah.
definitely do it. Like he ain't afraid.
Ain't no. I'm pretty sure he's done it. Like just
No, he
What?
did.
Music.
You talking about me or Trump?
No, Trump. He's done it several times.
Oh, grab him by the pussy. Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean,
if
they
you.
better.
I mean,
It was an assault. I'll tell you that.
He didn't lie about it. He didn't pretend like he didn't do it.
I just wanted people to stop using that as something that was against him. It was like, obviously, like it makes him look better in some people's eyes that he said it. Like the more people,
Everything.
it was funny. The more liberals can say he talk about grabbing women by the pussy, and then dudes is like, yeah, he's so. It got to a point where niggas was like, so. That's what I was telling people. You probably should stop saying that. The Sleepy Joe shit, that shit is funny because like, and then you look at Joe Biden doing creepy sleepy shit. It is funny now. It's just,
He said that man. He said that man can't even put out 2 sentences. I'm like, Lord and Nora. I'm like, something's not right with Trump. Like he can't be this bold, like in life.
yeah, you can't hear a billionaire. Do what the fuck you want. You a white billionaire. You got
He too out of control. That's the stuff that be cracking me up. It's just like we say it, but he gonna go on. He gonna live stream it like a president to say it out loud. I'm like,
Yo.
who does that?
But yeah. You bastard! Pick my character. Any last words before we move on to our final topic? We'll see.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Yay.
Hey, go ahead, D-Wolf.
Damn, I'm trying to remember. Dion said something, and I agreed. Shit.
It's the fact that it's a game. It's all
right. It was about how all this shit with Donald Trump feels like a big ass publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was something you said just before that.
Oh
yeah, people needed to stop.
I said a couple of things about
talking
that.
About it. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
He tried that. I remember when he tried that and they just wouldn't let him. Like the news wouldn't let him. I'm not even talking about the news that likes him. Like nobody was talking. Like after the election had passed and all that stuff, he went back to Mar-a-Lago and started playing golf. And then, but people just kept going on, and like the news just kept bringing back things he used to do and this and I'm like, yo, he hasn't said anything. Like he's just been quiet. Nobody's saying anything about him. Nobody's praising or nothing like that, right? This is just that's it. And they're finding a way to bring some story up. Oh, he's walking here, he's doing this. Oh, remember when he did this and this game? And they just changed a lot that he did and blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, you won't let him. And so that was tried, and it's not just that. That was just specific, but in general, you can. That cat's out of the bag, yo. This guy's been famous forever. Like his grandfather started this whole shit, so it's impossible to not talk about this guy, even if he doesn't want to. Like it's impossible. His family, at least. So when it comes to his mugshot, I gotta say it's funny. The reactions I heard here, especially from Ray, is very common amongst black folk who you
about to put out a fire
learned about
album.
this. Yo, everybody said the same, like, yo, this is that's a flex. You don't. You don't. Hold up. He walked up in the like for real. No, you walked up in there and decided not to take the the normal take the he put that face on purpose. He did that on purpose. Like mad people are joking like, how many times do you think he fucking practiced in the mirror, son? Do you think he had to? Because he like what the fuck is going on, son? And like amongst black folks, like a lot of like there was like compilations galore, son, motherfuckers, all of them calling it a flex, all of them saying I'm voting for him now. Nah, that's it. All of them, whole bunch. This backfired. This is what people don't understand. And it's not just that. The whole point of this is to keep him busy, or at least find some sort of loophole so he does not fucking run again. It's that simple. It's just that simple. Because this is too all right. This one's too easy. The whole Hunter Biden thing that's too easy. That's there already. Forget that. We can go back to what everyone has been. We could go through everyone's dirty laundry and compare it to what this is about. And the one that people are mainly focusing on, because everything is all that technical law babble about the numbers and the money and blah, blah, blah. People know that, people, this is nothing. This is nothing. You don't just throw this out there on a president and think you're all right after that. No. Okay. It's not just that. This is also about J6 as well. And understand, I already, so knowing that this is bullshit, and now this is a fact. So I don't like it's whoever hears this, it might hurt, whatever. This is a fact. Okay. People have been saying this before it was confirmed, and people have been shut down for it, blah, blah, blah. The Obama administration, before they did that whole, while he was running, he was being spied on by Obama. He sent Comey to spy on his campaign. Now, you're not allowed to do that. Is that okay? Does anybody think that's okay? Forget who did it. Is that okay? No, but he did it. I remember Trump been saying that forever, like since, and people were calling him crazy. How could you even think like Obama would ever fucking do that? Lo and behold, like what? Maybe half a year or something before he's out, it comes out, and it was true. What the fuck? And I bet nobody here, and it's not your fault at all. It's who's supposed to give you this information's fault. No, I bet you nobody here knew that was true. Everything this guy's been saying, the whole Russia thing and all that stuff, and that. Okay, remember, people, remember. For the longest time since day one, the whole Russia thing, about with Trump was fact. Remember, you kidding? You must be a Trump supporter if you think it's not real. Like there are so many non-Trump supporters. I was saying, no, it's not true. You are automatically a Trump supporter now, just because. For years, this has been the narrative, and now fast forward.
You know what?
Not true. What the fuck is going on? Isn't this funny? Now we could go to the J6 thing, right? We could go to the whole selection process, all right? Okay. Now, he's bitching about election fraud, right? Right? That's what he's bitching about. That's the whole reason for J6, right? Right? How dare you question the integrity of this election? What the fuck? How dare you?
It wasn't the integrity of the election they were questioning. They were questioning the integrity of Donald Trump.
Now let's rewind. Hold on, because this is a story this is a reaction to a story. This is a reaction to fact. Now let's rewind to 2016 when he was selected, right? Not even and guess what? This biobot who's supposed to be our, the former vice president biobot Biden, he was in Pence's place back in 2016, and he could tell you. Go ask him. He can tell you how many of these fuckers came up to him, right? Miss Leatherface from Cali, all of them, Senator, this all of them come up. Oh, this is an illegitimate election. We question the votes. We need to. And Joe, here you go, Joe Biden. Like, no, there's no argument here. He won. Hitting the gavel on each one of these motherfuckers. Right? They were on the news saying this. Even Hillary to this day is still saying, no, you can't say that. Like, I understand. Let's forget who these people are. Okay, let's throw what's happening and tell me if something does not smell right. Okay, my feelings are aside in all this. Something ain't right. Okay, now this is why it backfired, because there's enough black people. This is what made me proud, because there's enough black people to see now. Like, okay, he's in jail. This is insane. This is a president. Like, I've never, like, even my grandmother, I've never heard this. What's happening? For what? For saying shit that you're allowed to constitutionally? What? Even if we don't agree with it? Even if it's in private or public, you can say this and not get in trouble, but you're getting booked. Huh? That's why there's a lot of black people. Go look online. I'm not just saying this. Go and look online. They were saying the same thing. Wait a minute. We go through this shit. What the fuck? Right? And now this is a fucking fact. Okay. I've said this before on the show. I said it on mine. He's put more money into our than any one of these motherfuckers, but they either say it's not true or they saying this, oh, he's just trying to save face for his racist shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I would like to know where that was done, because the only racist person I know in his fucking family is his father, because his grandfather, he could not do that. He couldn't do that. So I'd like to understand where this is coming from. And let's go deep here, yo. All of these motherfuckers are fucking related. All of these presidents. It's funny how Trump isn't. How is that? Even fucking Obama. How is this okay? How is people seeing this? Because I know his story. He's German, right? He's German and Scottish. He's not like the rest of these people here who when the crown was here and shit like that got passed down. He's not one of that. He just got here through his grandfather. So let's understand something's wrong. Let's put feelings aside here. I don't care, because really and truly, this is where I agree with Dion again. This is a fucking game, right? But this is a fun game to play, because even though this is a game to me, son, it's insane how the blatant bad guys are being seen as good. And I'm like, this is like, hold on. I love, you know what? That's why I don't like when I hear black pills. I'm like, I'm with you too, because straight up and down, none of these motherfuckers should be doing this. It should be all on us, anarchy. That's where I am, right? But let's say this is all legit. Which one? I know whose history is who. I know what's going on today is smelling kind of funny. It's smelling kind of funny, son. And it's interesting to, like, a lot of people a lot of people missing it. But yeah, so of course this backfires. That's what I'm saying. I see this. This is my reaction when I saw that. It's not do I care, but I do care, because it's fucking funny. I love this because I'm seeing it. And when I see an awakening, I'm seeing, like, because when I hear people say, I don't fuck with Trump, I don't like him, I wouldn't vote for him, but that's just fucked up. When I hear that, I'm like, okay, you're right then, because you're true blue. You didn't change your mind. You stuck to your original opinion, but you call out some fucking fuckery. Good. That's all I need. I don't need you to be on his side or shit like that. Nah, you do you. That's why I don't know, really and truly. If people say to me, oh, fuck you, I'll, like, straight up, I don't care what you say. Like, I'll vote for this person, that person. I'm like, okay, like, I just want to make sure you heard it, so you know, because I don't know where you stand until you hear it first. Because you might be running on a lie and not know, and things like that. But if you're down with it, this, any, or whatever the case may be, more power to you. That's how I am. This is me. Okay. So thank you. That's my cue to shut up, because that's
usually if you're not down, they got 2 words for you. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Unfrosted. I don't know how to stop.
Any last words before we move on to our final topic?
Sometimes it's good to be the villain.
All right. Trump album coming out soon. That's all I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that mugshot is a rap album. It's like the Carter 4 or some shit like that.
It's not even it's not even an album. It's a mixtape. It's just a really good mixtape.
Yeah, it's like Big Mill's Dream Chaser or some shit like that.
Oh shit!
Yo, where is our team? Where is our team?
Well, they died, so I died.
Okay. On to our final topic, which it kind of goes into the fame, and we're gonna be talking about two individuals that's kind of been having a meltdown. One of them is Brittany Renner, the other one is Doja Cat. I don't know if y'all been seeing it, but
I haven't seen any of it.
I
saw the
don't
Brittany
care
Renner one,
about
but not the
Brittany
Doja one.
Renner, but I don't give a fuck about Brittany Renner. But what happened to Doja Cat?
well, first though, she was losing. I know she was losing a lot of Twitter followers because I guess she had a fan base and it was called Kittens.
Oh yeah, the fan base.
She didn't, and she was like, "If you still call yourself Kittens," she's basically said, "Get a job and move out your parents' basement." Basically, insulting fans, and a lot of people didn't like that. And I think she had like a tirade about it. The other one, Brittany Renner, and I honestly have these videos queued up. So, but let's say she was just on a podcast or some shit like that. I don't know if she was drunk or high or drugs, but she was spazzing out. But yeah, Charleston White was on there. And she like gave him a lap dance and then poured water on him. But I'm gonna show you the Doja Cat one first. So.
I used to like your music, but you treat your fans like that. Dude, literally stop.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I have responsibility to be like babying people and treating people like.
Yes, Dion.
Never mind. Let that play first, because I was about to ask a stupid question.
Not stupid. That's why I yell at them. Somebody coming in here being like, "You're ugly as when you're bald." That's my fan. You're so misguided. You act like I'm saying my fans are. It's like you're hearing me say that out of my mouth when I never did. There's a lot of people I don't like who I listen to their music. If I knew them, I probably wouldn't like them. I'm not your friend. I make music and you like it. And if you don't, cool, great. I don't give a. I'm not doing it so that you like me. I'm doing it because it's fun. I love my fans. I wouldn't have this painting in front of me if it wasn't for my fans. I wouldn't have food on my table. I wouldn't have my house if it wasn't for my fans. I would have a home, but I wouldn't have this house probably. I'm not giving them all the credit because I do work my ass off. So I used to like your music, but you treat your fans like that. Dude, literally.
Yeah. I think it all started when she started going bald, and I guess she didn't want to be looked at as a sex symbol no more, or some shit like that. I remember it was that talk.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I know when like all her her videos, her performances and stuff, 9 times out of 10, she's wearing some form of a wig, but like, damn.
Pussy bald like Doja Cat.
But it's crazy that they consider this her having a meltdown, because I wouldn't consider this her having a meltdown.
Usually, when anyone shaves their head,
A temper tantrum maybe, but not a meltdown.
Usually
not even that. She's just letting them know she don't give a
rent. Yeah.
Like she's letting them know, like regardless of what, they do not control her. And these fans, they get in this, like, no offense, but human in this day and age have come to a sense of entitlement, and they feel like, you know how we're so accustomed to celebrities not being able to talk, but Doja Cat is not an actor. She's not a like a writer. She's not that. She's a musician, and musicians have always had the luxury of being able to say what the hell they want to say versus actors. Like actors had to pretend like they were this certain personality, like you didn't know who they really was. So she's like, y'all not about to hold me hostage to pretending to be a person that I'm not. Like, I'm over it. And because Black people when we refuse to like stick to the norm is always we're having a meltdown. Oh, like she's mentally no, she's not mentally anything. She just don't give a damn, and she's
She's
refusing
fed the
her
fuck up with what
fans
she is.
to she's refusing her fans to feel like she's supposed to stick it to a box or keep doing certain music or keep doing that. And if her album don't sell, if her music don't sell, then she feels like she failed. Or like her record label feels like she didn't do what she was supposed to do. No, like leave me the hell alone and let me do whatever I want to do. And I don't blame her. If you want
Like
to
I
buy it,
said,
buy it. If you don't want to buy it, oh well, don't buy it. But don't
so like
force
I
me
said,
to pretend
she's
to be
fed up.
something I'm not.
Like I said, she's fed up. That's what that boils down
She
to.
announced
She's fed
that.
the fuck up.
There was a theory that I forgot someone told me, but
Did
I
she announce this change, or did she just come out?
say it again. D Wolf, you kind of broke up a little bit.
She didn't announce it. Oh, he said did she announce it or she just, did that. She didn't announce it, but it was definitely a bunch of little things that just kept on adding on to the point where it was like she started like she used to do this weird thing when she gets on live and people was like, oh, she wants to be like Nicki Minaj so bad, or she wants to be like she want to be famous so bad, or like, oh, she's a crackhead, or this and that. It's like every day they just have something to say. Whenever she asks Goofy, oh, she must be on drugs because she's doing some weird thing. And then one day she was just like, you know what? First of all, I wear wigs 24/7. I don't wear my natural hair, so I don't even see the point of me keep trying to preserve a hair that is not ever out. So she shaved that. Then she was shaved her eyebrows and just pencils them in whatever shape or design, depending on the clothing she wears or however her stylist set her up. So it kind of made it convenient for her, but to us, it was just like, what's going on? But for her, like, after she did that, she went into her modeling bag. And she was at every runway show. She dressed into like these sophisticated looks. So she kind of won. But, for us, it's like not normal because celebrities are supposed to like cater to us, I guess.
See, people keep forgetting that these musicians and these actors and these pro athletes, if you're whatever capacity, your fame comes from or whatever, people for some reason seem to forget that these motherfuckers are human just like the rest of us. I don't understand how that
Some
gets. I don't understand to this day, like how or why that gets lost in the midst of you know what they do. But it's it's honestly irritating because how Father, how many times has it been said on here, whether it was by you, myself, or anyone else here, how we need to stop putting like, yeah, we get it. Okay, you're a fan of this person's work as far as whatever field they might be in, but stop putting these people on pedestals like they're fucking deities.
Hey,
Like, how
I
many
said it
times
till
have we
I'm
had that
tired.
conversation?
I said it till I'm tired. I'm watching now. I'm on spectator mode.
And I understand why.
This is Netflix to
Hearing
me.
it with this particular thing is like I understand why these people they're people like the rest of us. They get pissed off and frustrated and burnt the fuck out. That's why some of these actors and singers and rappers, they'll drop an album and then disappear for X amount of years before they drop something else because they want to be left the fuck alone.
Can I can I
into it.
I love Doja Cat because she is the realest celebrity that I have seen in a very long time on the internet. She's not looking to be liked. She spoke what she needed to speak. And at the end of the day, I think if more celebrities did that, then it would become the norm, like girls being half-ass naked on the gram. We need to make respecting people's spaces the norm, whether they're a celebrity or a regular person. A sociopath, from the definition, is a mental health condition in which a person consistently shows no regard for right and wrong and ignores the rights and feelings of others. So I'm putting that in a projection where how many times have we seen videos online of fans bluntly disrespecting a celebrity and taking a picture of their children, or just while the celebrity's eating, they will interrupt their me time to take a picture. And even if the celebrity's like no, then they'll put out there, oh, this person or that celebrity's mean, and then they're getting canceled or some kind of sponsorships taken away from them. We need to make respecting celebrities the norm. Like, I feel like people should be fined when they are interrupting a celebrity when they did not give any hand signals or signal that, okay, yes, let's take the picture. Especially these people that take the pictures of them, what paparazzi assholes. They need to be fined and fucking jailed.
Before you say that, real quick, there's a reason why that doesn't happen. It's because a lot of them call them ahead of time.
Especially
like the agent or the manager will just call and be like, "Oh, they had the yeah."
Okay, well, just like how they want to.
I think that's another. I think that's the reason why.
Yeah, but just like how they wanted to press charges on someone trying to, create a fun, loving atmosphere. I forgot his name, but he got fined for causing chaos in New York City. How come that's not the same rules when it comes to celebrities actively calling these paparazzis to cause commotion?
Oh, you talk about Kai Cenat?
Yeah,
because he's black. That's
but ain't he want a Logan Paul's voice?
No, he's not. You're thinking of KSI.
Like,
okay.
I'm not saying any names, but like the Jewel theory.
That's a whole different country anyway.
Right, but still, same rules. Chaos, false advertisement of the person, and then, it's just ridiculous. It should not be the norm. If we had the type of society where things like this was not a big deal, it's just everyday events, we would not be in a situation now where Doja Cat is losing her fans because her fans are basically sociopaths.
She's happy. She's happy that some of them left though.
I know.
She was like it was giving her freedom. I'm not gonna hold you, Crystal. I'm not gonna lie to you. She's always been a weirdo to me. And it's just not the way she dresses.
You're right, Ray. She is a weirdo to me too.
Yeah, she's always been kind of a weirdo to me, but like
a lovable video
but that weirdness is part of why I like her.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She's a lovable weirdo. I'm not. That's probably. I think that's what people are trying. She's not
she's a good weird. She's a good weird.
Yeah, she's a good. Yeah, I would say she's good. Sometimes not. That white supremacy shit and that choke me that in some shit like that. When she was doing that shit was kind of like crazy. But other than that, yeah, she's been a lovable. I think that's what
everyone has their moments, but Doja's my baby. Doja's my baby.
She's done that more than once. And then that, not to mention that the last two boyfriends that she had looked like school shooters from Degrassi. But other than that, I do like Doja Cat. I think she's a lovable weirdo. I think that's what her charm is. But I also feel like with her fan base that she has, those people, I think they are kind of a step weirder, if you would say. A lot of them are weirder, and I feel like what you're getting is her trying to evolve, growing up, and like. She's probably looking back at some of that stuff is just like, some of y'all are fucking weird, which is like the pot calling kettle black. But I feel like that's what she's doing. And then like
again, there's different kinds of weird. We just clarified this.
I just said that. I just said that. I said some of the people in the fan base, especially like the kittens, I guess, because I didn't even think she had like a fan base where they had names like the Beehive or some shit like that. It's like the kittens. I wouldn't fucking like that either. I'm with her on that. I wouldn't like kittens either. That shit sounds lame. But but I feel like there's parts of her fan base she done outgrown, and then she's just trying to, you know, I guess do the evolution thing now. Like I get the reason
Because
why she kind
Scarlet
of
is her new fan base.
yeah.
Kitten was when she first came out with the cow sound and all the other sounds, and she used to literally go online with kitten ears on, and she called them kittens and everything else. And so now that she's in this rap era, she's planning on putting out a whole rap album, and she's like, she claims to be in the Scarlet phase. So for her, kittens are just like a bunch of little kids. So she's like, grow up, like, and then I don't blame those. Like, those is not my aesthetic, so I don't keep. I don't really care what she got going on. I don't listen. I don't wake up in the morning and say, "Oh my gosh, I gotta play a Doja song." Like that's. I don't wake up to Doja in my mind at all.
I mean, I still
So
bump Tia Tamara by her and Rico Nasty to this day. Shit,
I mean
I
that
love
song
that
goes
song.
hard.
I've never
I'm not
even
gonna lie,
heard
that
that
song
whole.
goes hard. That song goes hard.
I never heard that whole song from beginning to end. I only heard the little piece where I guess she was fighting with Vita about the fact that they use the same line or whatever, or the fan base was like Vita copied her line or whatever, whatever. Like, but I don't really listen to Doja. Like, so to me, it's like I really don't care. I'm happy that she went off on her fan base. It's a few more celebrities that need to go off on their fan base. Some of them already go off on their fan base all the time, but it just be too nasty with it. Like the city girls, they just be so nasty with it.
Some people do too much. Not Doja Cat, but some people in that fan base just do too much.
I
Um,
mean, to me,
I
the City
just
Girls
want to say
can, you know, yeah.
I would like
you
to say
you got to look at City Girls the same way you look at Yin Yang Twins.
But Yin Yang
I can't
twins,
because the
like they
Yang
don't
Yang
really go
twins were
off on their
actually
fan
fun
base
to
like
listen
that.
to, and the City Girls are just so cringy and corny to me.
What's crazy and cool about City Girls? They're the female Yin Yang Twins. Real ass bitch, give a
What
fuck.
they're
what
literally the female yin yang twins.
Yeah,
I agree.
literally the female. That's why I don't have a problem with the City Girls. It's like if you, because
That song twerk alone.
I only like that song for Cardi. I don't care what anyone has to say. I
Nah,
only
she
like
killed
listen
her.
to that
She
song for
killed
yeah,
that.
Cardi.
She
but
killed
it's
that
like
shit.
if their aesthetic is all about shaking ass music, because Yin Yang Twins all about songs about the strip club. With Yin Yang Twins literally said, "I make songs for the strip club because I like strip clubs."
Whistle while you
Yeah,
twerk.
you
Come on,
fucking
man.
hamster, stupid Joe.
Okay, but then
I want to
here's
stab
my
my
thing though.
nigga
They
with
were
the twerk.
actually good. They could actually rap. The
Nancy,
City
you're being
Girls sound like
subjective, man.
City
trash to
Girls are
me.
not
You're
that
being
bad.
subjective as shit.
You're being very subjective, but City Girls are not that bad. That's why I like when it came to like City Girls music. Oh, people's like, I don't like that. It's like that music is it's for the bounce culture and the twerking music. Their shit is to make their whole aesthetic is for you to shake your ass if you're a woman. That's why I never really had a problem with their music. It's the same thing. It's like
It's a
if you
Florida thing.
yeah, it's
If
a
you
Florida
from Florida,
I mean,
you definitely understand the city girls.
as a shoot, I like songs as much as I like songs. Within that realm, it's just something about the City Girls that's just
But
for me. It's just like no.
first off, you from New
but
York.
New Yorkers, like young New Yorkers, DC, Maryland, Virginia, all of y'all don't really care for twerking music. Y'all care for
Bullshit.
lyricists, care for
Bull,
like y'all
bullshit.
care for the words, the people that are putting out. Like
Material life. What are you saying? Fuck me for?
Bull,
First of
bullshit.
all, first of
I
all,
call shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
no,
Go to a go
no, I'm being honest, y'all. Like
go to a go
if
go.
you see the artists that comes out of like New York and everything, and like up north,
Fuck, I look like two
they
niggas
all
with
care
money.
about the words that they putting out, the lyrics, like making sure that it sounds good. People from down
As
south,
they should.
it's nothing but dancing music. Like they don't even rap right. Like it's like let's be honest. Like they just be putting out random shenanigans together.
This is New York. Fuck, I look like tell the nigga good morning. Get the fuck back.
Get the fuck back.
Up.
Get the back the fuck up.
I like Scarlett though. I do like
I love
Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Y'all better not try to say that song is a twerk. No, y'all better stop playing. Like I
That's
said,
not a twerking
y'all
song.
only bring out.
That's not a twerking
No,
song.
that's a New York twerking
spiritual.
song. That's
a Negro spiritual.
Any-
Who the fuck back?
Exactly. Prove it. Up north,
depending
y'all like
on
y'all
the person,
care about
anything
like
could be a twerking track. For real. Depending on the person, anything be a twerking track.
I feel like with that
tell a
song,
nigga good morning.
hey yo, Ray, I feel like with that song, I better hear 50 niggas with Tim's on running on beat.
You know what?
Who the fuck back? Back the fuck up.
Who the fuck? You gotta at least throw an elbow at somebody.
Yeah, you gotta throw them bowls.
You gotta do something.
Throw them bowls on them.
But oh man, no, but even okay, because even party music that New Yorkers have, the old '90s house party music and shit, like the It Takes Two with the Rob bass. Yeah, you know that one's like not as lyrical, but it it's something you could dance to. It's like there's some dance like even Busta Rhymes got like songs that you could dance to and some shit
if
like that.
If you really want to party with me,
let me see what you have for me. But yeah, and even Diddy with the Bad Boy, God fucking them. Even Diddy with the Bad Boy, he had some joints that you could dance to, like More Money, More Problems, and some shit like that. There's some songs like you could dance to, especially with when the Harlem Shake was popular, and Bow Wow, was running shit. There was some New Yorkers that had some shit.
The chicken noodle soup one had me dying. I mean, you could shake your ass to that, but still.
I got this feeling when I'm chilling with my Aunt Jackie.
Who eats chicken noodle soup with salad on the side anyway? I don't. Yeah, I'm being.
It was a soda, not a salad, but anyway.
That makes it worse.
Yes, I still remember the words of that fucking thing.
Makes it worse. It's chicken noodle soup
with soda.
Yes.
Is it ginger ale? It's got to be ginger ale.
We here. Ray, we fucking here.
It's got to be ginger ale.
That's the soda. Nigga literally just read my mind.
Oh, shit.
Now let's get it.
Why all three of us are, especially when you fighting with a fucking stomach bug. Man, listen.
I just want you to know, Crystal, it was 3 black men in this Discord that all thought of the same soda when she said soda. We here. Where you at?
Yo, back the fuck up. Move the fuck
back. Oh shit. Ugh. This is great. Today has been a day, and this is the perfect ending to that day.
Oh man, don't get happy so far because we still gotta talk about this Brittany Renner fucking rage out, and this because the whole thing is about is the whole thing about being famous and fame getting to you. So one's famous for one thing, then Brittany Renner's famous for another. So this is her on a podcast.
Oh God, I think she was on drugs. To be fair.
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
You know what, Crystal? I love that you said that because I was. Oh yeah, I'm already sharing screens and shit. Because I was going to ask that question because this was her going off on the fucking project.
I think she
on
was
the podcast.
Let me just tell you, you and every one of the motherfuckers that are commenting, she's doing too much.
You are doing too much.
At the end of the day, at a second degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us.
Ripped.
What is it?
Ripped.
Thank you, Charleston.
Ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute. Yeah, boy had a head like his daddy. Yeah. Boy had a head like his daddy.
All right.
Hold
on.
The chips off the table.
A ripped fucking vagina. Hold on.
Say it again. For the people in the back.
Let me tell you something. 50 pounds. Do you hear what I'm saying?
That boy on 50 pounds?
No, you gained.
I gained 50 pounds.
Oh shit.
Charleston, 50 pounds. That's just somebody
That sounds like a personal problem.
about money. Let me tell you something. I can't be bought.
Hello.
That's what all these people in the I think I can be bought.
Yeah.
I think never is the highest bidder.
Well, you're getting paid to be on this podcast and make a fool of yourself. So, can you be bought? I don't know. That's a conversation you need to have with yourself at home, not on a podcast.
I believe in true love.
Hello. I heard it.
Fucking times.
Hey,
Now,
listen.
hello.
Hey, listen. Now listen.
Listen to what I'm fucking saying. Shut the fuck up. But a real
Yo.
bitch.
Oh my god!
Man.
Do we have to listen to the whole thing?
Real fucking bitch.
Now, I gotta say, she's putting.
That was it. That was all the words in this.
Yo.
God damn it! Just
Oh
jump.
my god!
I'm frosted. What you say? What you say? She was high? Is that what
She
you
was
said?
drunk or high or some shit
I
like
think
that.
she was on drugs because when you're on alcohol, you're slurred, you're more lazy, you're more like taken back. Some people get fucking angry, right? Her words were slurring, but she was doing certain actions too that tells me that whatever the fuck she was smoking before the podcast was laced as fuck.
Stay off the weed.
Oh, this is really, really good.
I'm gonna say this, and this has nothing to do with anything. She got some nice ass feet.
She, huh?
She has some nice ass feet. That's
That's what I was paying attention to.
Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
I'm out.
I do, nigga.
he has a foot fetish. He's a proud.
That's besides the point.
Her
Yeah,
feet would
I'd have to
fucking
disagree.
somebody's
So I
butt.
don't understand.
You
I'd have to
I don't
disagree on
disagree.
she
I
ain't
think
got
she was
nice
drunk.
feet? You don't think she has nice feet?
That's my only comment. She got nice
I
feet.
don't understand. Like, how was she? How was this? What you said it was? Like she was mentally or something? What? Oh, meltdown? How was this a meltdown? Girl was drunk.
If you've seen
and
it on other because most people call this out there. If you've seen this on other podcasts, she usually keeps her composure and she keeps her cool. I have never seen the way she like just flipped off and then she was throwing water bottles and giving niggas lap dance and throwing water on people. Like she was legitimately having a legit meltdown.
no,
Yeah,
she
And
was
like
being her normal self.
I've never seen her act like that before.
I do think it is a meltdown. I do think it is a meltdown. I agree.
I mean,
How was this a meltdown? She was just
Niggas
being
are
her.
drunk
First
meltdown.
of all,
I have never
like
seen her act
y'all,
like
y'all acting like this girl ain't been passed through, ran through, walked up and down, and everything. Like she
see, and what
literally.
you just said material as well. When she was saying
yeah,
something, she was
But
saying while
even,
busting out laughing.
yeah, but even if that's the case, she can still have a meltdown.
She's not
It's
having a
still,
meltdown. She
she's
literally
absolutely
said,
having a meltdown.
no, she's
While
not.
drunk.
She's what she's telling them was she had gained 50 pounds, and everybody just keeps on assuming that because remember she got her baby daddy is young, and so everyone just kept on assuming that she could easily be bought. She's not having a meltdown. She's literally because people for some odd reason, I don't know what happened in the podcast that she felt like, they kept on trying her there. And she like went off. But it's not a meltdown.
Why
Like a
could it be a
meltdown to me was she should have like, when Britney Spears went in and shaved her head, because she was beyond fed up with stuff that was going on within her family, within herself, the fact that she stole some married man to only have to pay him child support. Um, that's a meltdown. But Brittany Renner, she's definitely well educated on the ethics of getting a baller.
I see. I think we're having a
And
different
in this
definitions
video, I
of
think her vagina was
meltdown here.
out during her lap dance with Charleston White. Like it was in a panties, but you could definitely see um the outline of where it's at. So I don't think she was having a meltdown. I think she was being her natural self, and she was just over it. Like you can't pretend to be this like sanctified personality for a long time. It's just not happening. Like you came in the game going after young men, athletes. Like now,
Yeah.
okay, one coach says, "Oh, you can go around teaching new NFL players exactly how the game works, how these girls go after them, this and that." And she was doing that for a little bit, and she was trying to change herself up. It's like a superhead is superhead. At the end of the day, regardless of how she tried to revamp herself, she still remained as superhead. So Brittany Renner is exactly the same. Like I don't care how much she want to try to pretend that she changed. She was being her exact self. We just felt we haven't seen it in a while. That's why.
I've seen her get on. I haven't seen her get on like that, or
Yeah,
heard her
I've
get on
never.
like that. That was slurry and outland. Like there, people. I've heard her say, things I
I just want to
disagree with, but
ask a
not in that
question. Was the
manner.
way that she behaving normal for an educated woman such as herself?
Yeah, it's normal for the industry that she was in. Yeah, it's definitely normal.
I
First
understand
of all,
that,
Not
but
she's in the
everybody reacts
entertainment
that way.
realm. We don't even know the half of the stuff that goes on the backside. The golden showers, the different, trips. We don't know the half of what she's endured to pay her bills. Like,
But wouldn't that
I'd
cause
say everybody has a tolerance level, though, right? Like I don't think there's gonna be levels of meltdown or certain tolerances, certain levels you reach to before you melt down. That's what I see, because all that was said can still lead to a meltdown,
thank you.
especially if you're drunk. I'm not like, maybe she probably wouldn't have acted that way. That's what I'm saying. Like I heard the slurs and shit like that. That's what I was like, yo, I've heard drunk girls. That's how she sounds, yo. Like she sounds drunk. Now I know people say, uh, alcohol makes you tell the truth and shit. I'm like, no, that's bullshit. It actually lowers your inhibition to start. That way, you don't care what the fuck you say, truth or not. You have the balls to say it now, and
Yeah, that's
and
it.
sometimes you don't have the. That's why it lowers inhibition. You can't stop yourself.
Fucking juice.
So
That's
I get got a
Sorry, I'm
quick
frosted.
material. So would you be saying that she's always been this way and that the alcohol helped her to be brave to come forth and be whoever the fuck she was always?
she's always been like that.
It's like
You could even ask her ex baby daddy.
So the conclusion
So
because
it's just the alcohol. It's because she's on a podcast and y'all seeing this version of her that y'all haven't seen in a while. Like it's been like, oh, what, 4 or 5, like 3, 4 years since, like, remember when she was having the big old fuss? Like she just revamped herself a few years ago.
I think it was a setup. The reason why I think it was a setup, because why the fuck you didn't turn off the fucking cameras? If you
There's no
see
way
her
you're doing that.
acting a certain fucking way, and she's like this in the background, like y'all could hide all the fuckery like Lizzo in the background, like y'all could cover up real good. But when it comes to Brittany Renner, she's drunk on the podcast, and y'all did not shut the cameras off. I don't know if this shit was live, but at the end of the day, it could have been deleted. Something could have happened. So I personally felt like it was way more than alcohol, because I'm not gonna say how I know, but I just know that it was more to the fucking craziness that she was doing out in public at the end of the day. And I felt like those two motherfuckers, God bless their heart, but I felt like they set her ass up, because they did not shut the camera off when she was doing a lap dance to show her seat. The guy was smiling and acting like, oh, I don't want this and all this shit, but you didn't fucking move. You didn't shut the camera off. So that's suspect.
All right. Frosted. I don't think it was a setup. I think they just let it ride, and because there are zero fucks given here. Like with who we're dealing with. This isn't some production like proper, where they have like producer be like, you can't. No, this is the part of the internet like people want to see. This is sensational. This is what they want to see. So I don't think they plan it. I don't think they plan it, because remember who we're dealing with here.
I ain't
So
saying this shit
there's
no
a high
more.
chance it's gonna get that way. I think the only thing they probably did was they heightened that alcohol intake. That's for sure. I'll say that they fed her. That's when it comes to
I don't want to believe they
I don't think
like gave her gave her alcohol, but
I didn't really see alcohol on the table. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not like drink champs where like
done it
there's
before
alcohol everywhere, but it didn't look like none of them, honestly, because none of them was drunk.
Because a
Everybody
lot of
else
them,
was
like
pretty
some
sober.
people drink to like prepare to record and prepare to go on a show. Probably she had a little one too many.
A little sippy.
Yeah.
If that's her on a regular basis, why didn't the clubs and the park hit her up like that? Like have her recorded like that? I'm kind of curious about that.
Say again?
If she's the life of the party with all these NFL players or whoever the fuck she's fucking to get this money, why is it not on video where her acting like that if alcohol is at every party that she goes to be a hoe?
You would have to pull old clips of her. Like her mouth has always been lethal. Like it's not like she just woke up one day and she just going off on somebody. No, she's always been like she goes off. Like if she feels disrespected, she's gonna go off completely, 100% unhinged. And what was I gonna say? I don't think it was a setup because, to be honest, I think everyone there kind of like because the thing is she's a well-known, like at this point in time she's a well-known. So I don't think it was a setup. I think it was just like clout is literally one of the worst drugs, and these guys know this episode was definitely gonna bring them a large group of people to watch their episode. Still to this day, I still don't even know who this podcast group is, but they definitely have the internet watching.
Yeah, even I say, who are these niggas? I have never heard of them. Who the fuck are these niggas?
And she managed to go take her ass over there. And then they started this. Because she even said that y'all gonna stop disrespecting me or something like that. She said that to them, like.
And she threw water on.
Y'all think I can be bought with money or something? And the guy would say, "Well, you came to our podcast. Clearly, you can be bought."
I mean, I'm sorry. It's just her talking about, oh, you think I could be bought or whatever. When she's a known gold digger, it's funny to me. It's hilarious. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
Damn. No, you gotta pay. You have to they have to pay her to get on podcast. Same thing with Charles White. Charles White don't do nothing less than like $8,000. So,
I mean, aside from, I mean, that's a whole other thing. But when you're known for going after basically preying on young pro athletes, nah, miss me with that. You can't be bought shit.
She only preyed on one.
I don't give a fuck.
What is too
She only got pregnant.
Exactly.
She only got pregnant to one.
Yeah, she only got pregnant to one. Not like you.
I don't give a fuck.
I feel like it's getting worse.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, but you don't know who she done seduced into buying her XYZ or whatever the fuck. Aside from the one dude that
she wrote a book. She wrote a book about her.
Okay.
This is what happens when your life be in the motherfucking public eye.
That makes it worse. So, like, you have a whole memoir about the motherfuckers you done seduced and scammed out of money. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
But the thing is, Dion, she's not the only one, though.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
she is a part of a collective. Her name is big. That's all.
Is it really seducing if they're willing to give it?
That's what I'm saying. It takes two. Like,
okay, but then what makes it so willing to give and do the shit?
Bro, if all of the men said no, she wouldn't have been a trick in the first place. That's all I'm saying.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
She just got the sauce. She got the juice. She got the WAP 5000.
You know I'm saucy.
Maybe I'm just, I don't know if it's because I ain't got like that type of money, credentials, or whatever, or just my mentality, me being as cheap as I am. But ain't no way in hell, ain't no ain't no twat in this world good enough, and I done been in and out of some good ones. Ain't no twat good enough to make me throw up. that,
Dion, you're
that type of
married.
money.
Dion,
Yeah,
you're
you don't
married.
qualify in this conversation. You don't even
That's besides the
qualify.
point.
No,
And then
no, I meant to say, and this is no disrespect, that twat was good enough for you to get married.
first of all, I'm not even actually married. I've been with this same woman for a little over a decade, but we're not actually
Sound like a
married.
marriage.
Second,
That sounds like a marriage. It's just without the papers.
The
Sounds
paper,
like
only thing missing.
the papers is the only thing. Thank you, Crystal.
I mean, we do have 2 kids, so yeah, I guess
Wanna make you wanna marry me.
Wanna make them wanna marry me.
Oh, that song gonna be stuck in my damn head. Thank you.
And then Kurt was in the car looking like, I'll divorce you right now.
Oh my god. We gotta go around back because they got the forward. And why does everybody keep going forward? Just go around back. But yeah, it's like sometimes you know this like any other. Some dudes is just willing to give money to pretty women. It's
like
pretty privilege.
Yeah, it's that pretty privilege. It's like there's a reason why, like, girls got OnlyFans and shit. Because
it's the reason why a lot of women are famous, because they're just pretty.
Yeah,
let's just be honest.
Yeah, it's the reason why Picky Doll is suing for Google. Suing Google.
I'm pretty. Pay me money. No.
I did wish that.
I guess.
You just not. You don't see the. I can speak. You're just not willing to give your money to a girl for nothing. That's just it.
I think that they need to change pretty privilege to a different kind of thing, because me and Material would be fucking rich if that was the fucking case. I think it's basically who can show the most pussy. Privilege. That's what I fucking think.
Right, that's the thing. No, hold on. I'm glad you said. Wait, Crystal. I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna be real. A lot of these chicks that are famous aren't even that cute. They just get off on the fact that they're just wanting to flash some ass and some titties.
No, but here's the thing.
It's really just
here's what I need y'all to understand. People are.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this outright. I think Glorilla is ugly as fuck.
She looks like Sway Lee to me, but that's just me.
I think Glorilla is funny looking in the face, and I cannot listen to her fucking music. She sounds like a whole nigga.
You can get this podcast where Assassins is. I'm gonna need you.
Dion, what is your bruh? You gonna get us? Damn. Why you laughing? It's not funny.
I don't care. Look, no, she is funny looking and she sounds like a whole nigga. I don't give a fuck.
It's the whole part where you said funny looking. That word shouldn't even exist. The name itself.
She's funny looking as a motherfucker. And I can't listen to her. She sound like a whole dude. I can't listen to her rap. She sound like a whole nigga. She's not even all that good.
Can't say your name up in my songs. Might not fuck with you tomorrow. Come on, man.
Well, then what about Scarlett? She sounds.
Move the fuck back. Back the fuck up.
Move the fuck. You ever heard a real voice though? Have you ever heard a real voice? It's like she got that Foxy Brown shit going on. Like she talk all that rough shit, but she really sounds like this, and it's all high pitched and real sweet.
That's creepy. It's like the face don't match with the voice. It's very confusing. I always get fucked up.
That's like what was the name? That one singer that used to fuck with Dr. Dre way back when.
Miss Chalet.
Yeah.
No, there was something actually wrong with her voice.
I know. It was something with her vocal cords, some shit to where like she sound one way when she's talking, and sound a whole other way when she sings.
Honestly, there's another singer from New York. She was on American Idol. It's light skinned giant. I don't know if she's Spanish or Dominican, but curly hair, some shit like that. When she sings beautifully, but when she talk, He's like, what the fuck?
Where did that come from?
I can't remember her name, but she fucking I seen a couple videos of it. Alana told me about her. Shout out to Alana. But damn, I can't remember her name. This is but yeah, some people is just like that. It's like that. I thought Foxy Brown would sound like a whole nigga. When you hear her, she got the sexiest voice ever. Outside of I'm the realest in the game, rap shit in the game, boss, big shit, New York Boston girl. I don't know, but
I'm just saying, people are fickle. Like beauty is going to be in the eyes of the beholder, and the eyes of the beholder are many, and the eyes of the beholder is into some weird shit sometimes. Okay, so it's not even just about the fact of whether you. It's not about really perceived beauty. It's just, oh shit, I instantly look at this person and she's pretty. Follow. Like there's no depth. You feel what I'm saying? It's just instant gratification.
That's
you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that's what the attraction basically is. It's basically easy mode beauty. It's easy mode. It's vanilla. It's okay. This is a nice Instagram picture. This tells me nothing about you. That's what they're attracted to.
fucking look like tell a nigga good morning.
Fuck, I look like
Any last words? Any last words for Google to Fire Thoughts?
Yeah. So thanks, Material, for putting me on game about Brittany Renner. I guess it was just fucking karma at this point. And then, yeah, we need to change that pretty privilege shit. It's not about pretty privilege.
What would you call it there? And I'm pretty sure you gave it a name. I just didn't hear it.
Well, I'm gonna give it a new name. It's about pussy privilege. That's what we need to fucking call it. Because there's a lot of pretty girls out here don't skin up their lips on Insta and shit like that. We don't be asking guys for money. We actually make our own, and we don't brag about how much money. The girls that get whatever privilege they get from these simps, they flirt with them constantly and they get money out of them, and they show their pussy through pictures and OnlyFans. That's the type of niggas go for nowadays, like those type of chicks. So it's pussy privilege.
And I repeat, a lot of these girls aren't even cute. They just want to show off their shit.
I know, because
I've never seen
girls get cheated on.
I was about to say I've never seen an ugly girl that with pretty pussy privilege that niggas just like here.
It's a gang of them.
See,
it's a gang of
that's the thing about pussy privilege. As long as you have a pussy, you qualify for the privilege. That's the thing about pussy privilege. You will be amazed at how many cats out here will literally stick their dicks in anything. And I legitimately mean anything.
That's like out of desperation, not like I want to fucking because that's
it doesn't matter what the reason is. The point is they will stick
the reason
their dick
matters.
in anything.
The reason matters because if you have options, you're not gonna fuck the other one. It's
well, no, but then again, I've seen guys with options and they still would fuck the ugliest one that looks like a whole fucking dude.
They're gonna go. They go for the most convenient fucking thing. They go for the most convenient thing.
It's New York train rides.
So you're telling me if you had the options and you could sleep with any of these women at the instant, you telling me they're reluctantly choosing the ugly option?
Yes,
pretty much.
I love y'all, but I love y'all, but I'm reaching. I have to call the caps.
Have you seen some of these billionaires' wives?
Like that's a reach,
man.
Have you seen some of these rich men wives?
If you talk about like Mark, oh my fucking god! If you're talking about Mark Zuckerberg's wife, I mean she been with him from day one, so I can understand like her.
It's a lot of vaginas with millionaires, billionaires, and you looking like, bro, I know you got to be cheating.
Yeah.
They okay with it too. They okay with
Son,
it.
straight up,
They
bro.
I did.
It's insane. I've seen it.
Even some pretty people who they dating ugly
I'm not
people
trying
that
to
they with.
be.
So it's definitely a no moral concept. Um, you just got to be willing to sacrifice.
So you know, it's like true love. So
I have a
always so.
clear example. I dated a nerd, and the minute I started dating him, all the other girls wanted him, right? So I'm like, oh, this dude's gonna be loyal, whatever.
Ain't you a regular Christina Milian and love don't cost a thing?
Wait. Let her finish.
Go ahead,
So
Christina.
I was like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Like, I'm his first girlfriend. It's on and pop, but we ain't doing nothing because I'm not trying to lose my virginity at the time. You know what this motherfucker did? After I started dating him, giving him that, popularity or whatever, this nigga thought it would be cool to not only fuck a girl that never was interested in him until she had beef with me, but to go ahead and fuck a gorilla looking bitch. I'm done.
Oh.
Because she's
Rafa.
I can't even do this.
Wow.
And that was my lesson.
Please stop. Oh shit.
Prettiest bitch ever.
Come on, Dion. It's the circle of life, man.
Yeah.
I was like, and the worst part is when they screw a bald headed one, and you just like, really?
At 15, 16, the bitch was bald. So yes, I definitely agree with that shit.
I'm like, you in this struggling ponytail? Oh, okay.
Nah, not the one with the Akuma ponytail. Nah, you can't be.
It's not even. Let's not say ponytail. Let's just say a pony, because the tail
Not
did
the
not come.
raging demon. Not the raging demon. Damn.
I know them. No, because I've seen girls go to school like that. They got their hairstyle like Akuma and shit.
Again, not the raging demon.
No, this girl didn't even have like long hair, anything. She looked like a fucking boy. Dead ass. I said, what did I do to you? Does my breast stink? Do I need a winter? Like, what happened?
And you know what's crazy?
That nigga was
when
smelling
you're
himself. And for that,
when you're pretty and get cheated on by an ugly dude, it really fucks your self-esteem up.
Yo, I don't get over it. Still in therapy for that material.
You start to question, like, what is wrong with me? Like, you start looking at the mirror differently. Like, something, I'm not seeing something. I don't know where.
Yeah, that's definitely a grown up person's confidence. Like,
I don't know if this is gonna help, but it's not you, Crystal. It's the fact that you gave that nigga popularity, so that nigga was trying to run with, see what he can get out of it. It's not your. I mean, I know you kind of like put him on the game, but since the nigga was kind of smelling himself, and now people was giving him attention. It's the same thing like how people get money. Like they like if you was broke all the time, now you get money, you just spend it on expensive things and don't really know how to fucking save your money and all that. It's the same thing. It's just like you get this clout, and then you see like, now people just throwing their ass at me. It's just like, yeah, shit. No, I'm gonna just mind well, just stick my dick into it.
Right.
That's not your fault. I'm sorry that kind of happened to you. It's not really your fault. You was trying to help.
It was fun and all, but at the end of the day, it was kind of like, nigga, don't you see that they only like you because you're with me?
Yeah. Nick Cannon and love don't cost a thing.
Pretty much.
That's why they made a movie, because it happens, and unfortunately, you are a statistic.
But yeah.
But at the same time, though, again, fickle. That's the word of the day. Fickle.
I think I'm gonna name this episode Fickle.
Is that no, because that's between the Steve Harvey thing, like that's the theme here. Like,
yeah, you're right. I didn't even catch that shit.
It was either Fickle or fuck. I look like tell a nigga good morning.
I can't.
I like that song. Don't get me wrong. I like Scarlett and I like that song, but I'm not gonna lie.
She is the most memeable rapper right now. I'm
sorry. With her clothes on.
It's like, why is she wrapping it in kielbasa sausage? What the fuck are we doing?
Back the fuck up.
Like, she looked like she threw the first punch after you reconciled your differences.
Hey, that's.
Like,
I mean,
y'all
hey, I can't be mad
got
about
done your
that.
squash beef. Y'all got done your squash beef, and all of a sudden she just come out and just hate making a nigga. Back the fuck up.
Nah, Scarlett will feed you. She gonna feed you.
Nah, on one of I think it was the Snack a Bitch video by Rico Nasty. I left a comment on it on YouTube saying that Rico Nasty makes music for women who beat up their boyfriend.
I'm done.
She do though. Shout out to Rico Nasty. She's out of PG County.
I love her too. Like right alongside Doja Cat. Like I look at her in that vein, like right alongside Doja Cat. I like her shit, but like you make music for bitches who assault niggas. Come on.
Shout out to Rico Nasty. In last words before we get into our final thoughts. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck. That song gonna be stuck in my head now. All right, we're gonna go with our final thoughts, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with you, Material Life. Go ahead, B.
So I don't even know. I guess just be careful. People plotting, even when you don't think they plotting, they plotting.
You right. Yeah.
Like guys getting plotted on, girls getting plotted on. Nobody's safe. People trying to uplift you just so they can clearly look. What's his name? What's that guy? The basketball player whose wife is Larsa Pippen. Now she getting his Social Security or his retirement check or whatever. She went back to court to start collecting from his retirement. Like, what did you do with all that money? Like, never mind, y'all. Well, I hope Michael Jordan's son is careful because she don't have no bounds on taking money.
That nigga is diving head first.
Ooh, I'm about to.
He's diving head first with the wrong head at that.
Diving head motherfucking first.
And with the wrong head.
Well, if he gets married and she eventually, she waits her little 10-year period, plus 10 plus, she's liable to live well for the rest of her life. Because let's be honest, Michael Jordan has a very big portfolio, and when his time comes, it will get passed on to his kids, unless his will says otherwise. So she's winning. She went from one basketball player to the child. So be careful. Everyone's plotting.
I want that Larsa Pippen prayer. I want that Larsa Pippen prayer.
Yeah, that's up there with that.
Ain't nobody asking for her prayer. Nobody wants her prayer.
One way or another, and Pippen still passes something off to Jordan. Ain't this a bitch?
Yeah, Jordan can't win without Pippen. Jordan needs a ring. And Pippen's always there, man. Give Pippen. Let me stop.
The jokes write themselves. We're not even gonna fuck with that. The jokes write themselves.
You might not know my name.
All the jokes write themselves at this point.
Is that your final thought, B?
Yep, that's my final thought.
All right, D Wolf is on you.
I don't have one, but I just remembered a thought I had randomly while I was high. I'm like, how do they build SeaWorld? Like, how do they do this?
What?
Y'all make me wish sometimes I smoke weed.
You can probably start.
I can't. Nah, I got one of those jobs where I can't smoke weed, even though it's legal and.
Ooh.
So I have to, as Stephen A. Smith say, stay off the weed.
Yo.
Like, funny because you know what you remind me of when you said that, D Wolf? The shit with Destiny's Child and Beyonce. She was talking about dolphins and some shit like that, and killer whales and some shit.
Wow.
It's like an old ass Destiny Child. It's like, yo, they was definitely high when they was fucking.
B is probably fun as hell to be around when she's stoned.
She always looks stoned. I'm telling you, yo, when she smiles,
She's probably fun as fuck to talk to while she's high.
Yo,
She
Beyonce,
definitely
I feel
always
like
was.
she smokes the finest ganja there is. Because when she be smiling, she just be, and she look like she's not here with you. She's
Don't Jay-Z own a weed
I'm
dispensary?
telling you, those types of stoners that just look like they're just gone out of their mind. Those are the best conversationalists.
Don't Jay-Z own a dispensary? Like a
maybe
pre-roll
I don't know. He
dispensary?
owns a lot of things. You probably right. He probably does own.
Yeah, he owns like
Wouldn't
it's a
surprise
pre-roll, but it's
I
like in
would.
this clear case.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Hell, even Steve Urkel sell weed. That's
Yep.
funny to me.
Yeah.
That's that's great. That's absolutely great. Yeah,
Jay-Z just went back into the game. Like he lived the legal way. He did it. He was selling illegally, and now he's selling legally. But he pre-rolls it for you and everything, and it's expensive, very expensive.
But it works though. It works though.
Okay. You say you didn't have nothing, right, D-Wolf?
No, nothing else.
That was basically it.
Just threw that out there. Yeah, I really have none.
All right, Dion is on you.
As I said earlier, sometimes it's actually good to be the villain, especially when the thing you were really originally ridiculed about, you are proven right. So,
are you really a villain then? If you was proven, if your philosophy was proven right,
you still are, depending on how you go about handling said situation. But you know, sometimes it's good to be a bad guy.
I don't know. Was it this old saying like a villain is only a hero in every story or some shit like that?
It's a matter of perspective.
You're a villain in somebody's story.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And again, sometimes it's good to be that villain.
Not every villain, but you know what? I understand. I'm just being
roses are red.
I'm sorry.
Again, devil's advocate.
It's I'm sorry. Like I'm thinking of why would I want to be the Joker? And I don't want to get into DC.
Depends on which Joker.
Sometimes all it takes is one bad day.
Yeah.
That will always be my favorite line from Joker because it's so true.
And here we go.
And here we go.
What is it? Let her go. Wrong choice of words.
Yep. Poor choice of words.
I actually laughed when I saw that one. That one was just
it worked.
Yo, side note, I think, and you know that scene where like they was in an interrogation room and Batman just beat the shit out of Joker.
So they never start with the head.
Yeah,
it gets all woozy.
No, for me, I think of Scarface. You need people like me, so you can put your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy. So what's that make you? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Nerd. Nah, I'm playing.
He said nerd. That's actually a good quote. That's like up there with the wire quotes.
I actually have Scarface on Blu-ray. I need to watch that again.
What black man don't have Scarface on Blu-ray?
I feel like that has got to be the most overrated movie in the world.
You are fucking high.
Wow. That movie
You probably are
Whoa,
high.
whoa.
I say it like this. I don't like the character.
I don't.
Fucking.
How about the actor?
Literally the only problem I personally have with Scarface is how he went out at the end.
That's how he's supposed to go out in the end.
That's how he's supposed to go out.
Yeah, but I saw it as a kid. I didn't think so.
About him going out in the fucking top.
Guys, I never watched Scarface. Don't judge me.
Oh.
No. For as much of a classic movie as that is, it's one of those you have to watch it. If you call yourself any form of a movie buff, that's one you have to watch. Especially if you're into like the gangster shit, that's one you have to watch.
My only
it's like an unwritten law.
Was him.
I'm trusted.
Say it again, Father.
No, my only issue with Scarface was the main character.
Oh my god!
What was wrong with Tony?
Everything.
Like a story behind this.
No, it's not no story. His character is very unlikable, and I don't like his character. That's it.
If anything, the one character in that movie that I thought was unlikable was his best friend that was fucking his sister.
Well, yeah,
hey, he did that shit to himself anyway.
You could have at least came to me, man, and been like, hey, not no disrespect, but you know, I'm kind of feeling your sister. Would you be offended if I took her out or whatever? Like they went and did that shit behind his back.
No, I disagree.
Did you see remember how he reacted when he even looked at his sister?
Yeah, like, bro.
Why would that could have been changed with a conversation. That could have been changed with a conversation.
No.
It could have been because here's the thing. Homie wasn't just fucking Tony Montana's sister. He was genuinely in love with the woman. So if he would have just said to him like a man and just like, hey, look, man, I no disrespect, but me and sister been talking. I'm really into her. I'm thinking about marrying your sister. Like that could have been changed with a conversation.
No,
that shit didn't have to go the way it did. That could have been changed with a conversation.
No, I'm telling you, no. I swear to you, I'm telling you, I know people that do not play with their sisters and shit, and like ain't nobody good for them. And shit, like the overprotective brother and shit. Like I've seen niggas like Tony Montana when it comes to his sisters.
But then shit, if it were me, then it would have boiled down to a convo between me and my sister. Oh, so you've been talking to him for how long? He treating you right? Okay. He ain't try to do no weird shit nothing to you, huh? Okay, cool. You got my blessing. Just as long as he understands the moment he hurts you, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Dion, I want to ask you a question.
It's not that easy.
What? So if that nigga was his best friend, what was the issue with him dating his sister?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you want somebody that you trust to be in that kind of relationship? I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
That's what that speaks to what I just said. Like that whole ordeal, about homie dating his sister, that could have been changed with a motherfucking conversation. Yeah, I think that's the part that probably pissed him off most of all. You were doing the shit behind my back.
Nah, he was
okay. He could have done that in his face and then still got the same results.
Do you think it's low-key incest for him to be that concerned?
Nah,
he's just a maniacal cokehead.
Yeah, I just think he's overprotective.
My first time.
And it's one particular scene in that movie you just made me think about when you said that, Crystal. And I was like, you know what? Now that you said that, you need to see the movie because of one particular scene you made me think about.
By the way, before we continue, Crystal, I'm gonna need a list of movies that people know that you have never seen, so we could just sit you down in a chair and like you're watching this.
It's
I will literally
Clockwork Orange
buy you a copy of Scarface off of Amazon and send it to you or whatever, just so you can see it.
Have you ever seen a Clockwork Orange?
What is that?
You would like slash hate that movie.
Stop. Wait. No. You've never heard of that?
I've never seen it either. If it makes you feel
no,
better.
but you know,
I've never actually like taken the time to watch the movie, but I've heard of it.
Like,
and that's supposed to be like one of the like.
The thing is, you've seen him in almost everything.
You didn't say anything wrong, Crystal. Dion just like being dramatic.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Also,
No, you know what's funny? You've seen him in everything too.
Look, as a 90s kid, I was outside playing double dutch with cable wires. I didn't
That's
have
not
fun.
an excuse.
I
was about to say,
That's
I was outside too, and I still saw the Power Rangers movie.
No, y'all gotta understand. I was
outside. Crystal, I love you with all my heart, but I will not allow you to finish that fucking statement.
Yes, no.
Nigga, as a 90s kid, you grew up watching TV and movies, okay?
Just let me win. Just ignore the lie.
You gonna sit there and talk about as a 90s kid?
I mean, shoot, yeah, we spent a lot of time outside, but like, yeah, we had our TV shows and cartoons and movies and shit. Which reminds me, when are we doing our 90s cartoon tier list?
Didn't we already do one?
No, we haven't.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah.
Okay, can we do 2000s between like the year 2000 and 2010?
We went through a whole like cartoon lineup.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
we
put
did
that in too.
And a cereal.
I don't recall us doing one for cartoons. I remember the cereal one.
Yeah, I did.
No, it was definitely early 2000s because I'm the one that put Batman Beyond on that fucking list.
Yeah, because he was like, put Batman
I said it was
Beyond
the
right
best
there.
intro of a cartoon of all time, and everyone agreed.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hard though.
I said second best because X-Men, but you know, I was like, I agree with that. Yeah.
Shoot. I mean, hard is like, are we talking about theme songs and shit?
No, I'm talking about
or
intros. Like,
yeah,
X-Men goes
for me, it's between those two and Fairly Odd Parents.
What years are we talking?
I was saying, oh my fucking god, Death Blossom. I was saying the 90s intros. I mean, but we can put the 2000s in there too if you want. But
yeah, just like me speaking in general, hardest intros in terms of cartoons is X-Men, Batman Beyond, Fairly Odd Parents.
I don't know. There's something about the Spider-Man intro. I don't know what it is.
That was my third.
That's like my, if I were to make maybe a top 10, that would be like my number 6 or 7.
Junkrat.
It's hard to, it's really difficult to compete with Octus, Rubber Goose, Green Goose, Guava Juice, Giant Cake. Wait, damn it! I used to be able to say that shit by heart.
Birthday cake, large fries,
Octus, Rubber Goose, Green Moose, Guava Juice, Giant Snake, Birthday Cake, large fries, chocolate shake. There you go.
So hold on, I got one for y'all, yo. So because it's like a whole bunch in one, because I don't know if you could pick which one is the best out of all of these. But do you remember the Disney shows? Like Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Chip and Dale.
Okay.
You know,
you're talking those Disney shows.
Goof Troop.
If you're talking Disney cartoon theme songs, nothing beats DuckTales. I don't care what anybody says. We can fight.
DuckTales. If you was a blood. DuckTales.
And Chip and Dale, man. Come on.
Best theme song of any 90s like Disney thing is DuckTales, hands down. I don't care. If you disagree, we can fight.
No, DuckTales was catchy. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was catchy. Goof Troop was catchy. Gargoyles just looked good. But that intro is like really good. That's also a very underrated. What else?
Gargoyles was fun. I was I was
Flavor
watching a
still doing it
thing.
too.
You know something? I was watching a video from Watch Mojo about cartoons that got canceled for stupid reasons. Gargoyles was on there.
Are you talking about the episode when they like when dude shot the when dude shot
No,
the detective?
no, it wasn't about nothing that happened like story wise within the cartoon itself. It was just like just the behind the scenes shit that got the show canceled or whatever over something stupid.
I thought it was just because they were
Um,
special to make.
and a lot of them, and a lot of that list from Watch Mojo, like some of that was Disney shows because of their stupid like.
Oh shoot, that was
Was it the 60 something episode rule that they have or something like that? Because fun fact, there were certain shows that were actually supposed to get another season, but because of that stupid episode limit rule, they didn't get them.
Hmm.
Such as Phineas and Ferb, such as Kim Possible. I think Proud Family was another. Like it is a couple of them that just fell victim to just something utterly ridiculous. Matter of fact, this is the one that killed me. Young Justice. They Young Justice got axed because of some fucking toy sales.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That happened to
That happens to a
something
lot
else
of
came out at the
cartoons.
same time.
That
That
shit
I
was
loved
stupid. That
Thundercats
was
when they
stupid to
brought that
me.
back.
That
It was
happens
the
to a
same
lot of
thing.
cartoons.
For
It
me,
was the
the
same thing.
easy fix for that, no, they were complaining about how like
Merchandising. Come on.
all of this, there's so much shit that's like geared towards like boys or whatever, and it was just like, first of all, because of a lot of the drama and shit that was going on within that show, like do people not understand how much of a female fan base Young Justice had?
Well, most cartoons were made to sell toys, a la the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and GI Joe.
And if they were, and then in the case of Young Justice, if they were so concerned over toy sales, I feel like the answer to that would be to make more shit, um, made after some of the female characters. That way, you draw in more of the girls. Hell, I want them to make. I want. This is just me throwing my personal life out there. I want them to make more Hawk Girl shit just for the simple fact that I literally named my daughter after Hawk Girl.
Your daughter's name is
My daughter's name is Shayera.
Okay.
Yo, you know what I think it is as well? It's remember JLU just ended, like, and Dwayne McDuffie just died. So like, because this was me when Young Justice came out, I was like, I don't even think, like, I don't want until not ready yet. That's how it was, because his name ain't in no credit or no episode, and I'm like, yo, that's a cliffhanger, yo. That ain't done, and they came out with a movie and they still didn't finish that story. You better finish. I ain't done
Wait,
with
you
that.
talking about Justice League?
Yeah, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Yeah. So I think that had a factor because their toy sales were insane. Mattel was making bank off of that. And after the show ended, like, so when these toys come out and now they're more complicated, I've seen them, they're more complicated. They're not like simple like the JLU stuff was. So they weren't going nowhere.
I will say that I feel like for in particular for Justice League Unlimited, there was leeway for at least one extra season. There was some leeway there.
Oh yeah.
No, but then no. You want to talk about a show that ended on a fucking cliffhanger and just had everybody fucking sad? Teen Titans. If that final episode wasn't the most bullshit ending to a series, but at the same time, the creators of Teen Titans and I just recently watched a video about this pertaining to the final episode. So I don't know how well anyone remembers that, right? But in the last episode of Teen Titans, where Beast Boy is trying to track down and reconcile with Terra, and the other Titans are busy dealing with that weird black and white like shape shifting monster. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So
Vaguely though.
So that black and white monster that they were fighting, and coincidentally, you never see the Teen Titans actually put that black and white monster to rest. So apparently, that black and white monster is supposed to represent Cartoon Network and their bullshit.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And like I said, they never quite succeed in capturing or killing said monster, right? So the Teen Titans never settling that issue with that black and white shape-shifting monster represents how the creators behind the series were never quite able to get around and deal with Cartoon Network and their behind-the-scenes shit. I gotta find the thing for that again. I'll send it to y'all and you know go from there. But yeah,
That's crazy. That's awesome, actually. I like that.
it's the symbolism. It's the symbolism.
Okay. Is that your final thought, Theo?
Uh-huh.
All right, Crystal, is on you.
All right, I just want to make a PSA announcement to all the girls that goes under the radar of entertaining simps or whatever. Y'all ain't moving fast enough to get these thugs and simps off out of the dating pool. We have a limit to procreate intelligent people. Y'all bitches ain't moving fast enough for me. Y'all need to embrace being the hoes that y'all always were. I mean, don't bitch about it. Y'all should eat the whole shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And make sure that these simps and thugs are busy just away from us, the real queens. I need y'all to keep those motherfuckers away. Keep taking their fucking money. Do what the fuck you gotta do. Because there's too much simps out here. I'm tired. Hurry up. Especially the young ones that think they grown and can date a 40-year-old. Yes, get them off our fucking hands. Because I look young as fuck. And I'm tired of these niggas in my DM talking about, oh, I like me a young. Yeah, you like me a young thing, but I'm 36, sir. Leave me the fuck alone. Get somebody who's named Brenda, who's 18, 19. You like that pedo shit? Go with them. Leave me the fuck alone. She's willing to give you pussy privilege on a dime, not me. So y'all bitches ain't moving fast enough for me. That's all I gotta say.
Your name must be Tony, because you are a tenderoni.
Oh God.
It's too conflicting in the pool, man.
Your name must be Brenda, because when I look at you, I just want to spend the.
Your name must be Candy because you look so sweet.
You must be 20. No.
Hey, at least you getting the whole 20.
Man, listen.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, Chris. I thought you was going with the shit I showed you earlier with the with the stupid.
Man, listen. It's
Wait, when you said that, I just like today in class, this guy was like, "I thought you were 23 years old." I said, "Boy, man, I know you lying."
Oh, my man was trying to get. He was trying to get him something.
Crystal, you know what? I'm glad you said. I'm glad you said what you said because. No, it's this young girl that called us so trying to get my attention, and I I had to pull her aside and tell her who the fuck I was. I had to pull her aside and tell her who the fuck I am.
Back the fuck up. Move the fuck back. Back the fuck.
Fuck, I look like telling the nigga to do more.
And how did she take it? How did she take it?
Put it like this. I had to tell this chick, listen, you don't want nothing to do with me. First off, I got a whole woman into kids. You don't want no part of this. And second, my woman is crazy. Even if I were to get involved with you, she would track you down and murder you. You don't want no part of that. Third, let's say on the off chance you survive and you and I get something going, and I will bring things out of you you didn't know you had in you, and that can be good or bad. You don't want to take that gamble.
Did you threaten the girl that you was going to turn her out?
Pretty much,
son.
Dion, what the
God,
fuck?
Dion.
Okay.
I had to pretty much. I told this girl, listen, I will. I will bring all the extremes out of you, whether that's good or bad. Only God can tell. But I will bring all the extremes out of you. And
Dion, can I
yeah,
stop for a minute? If she
Dion
likes
like
you,
going into
that's
detail.
not going to turn her away from you.
No, that's encouraging her. What is wrong with you?
Dion over there selling
Burn
a
this
fucking.
you
tape.
didn't let
Somebody is selling a dream. What the fuck
you
is
didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
Let's go ahead and finish.
Like I said, I will bring. I told her, listen, I'm the type of nigga. I will bring all the extremes out of you, and then treat you like I don't know you.
Well, do it then.
He
Fuck my
said,
life up
Helping
there.
your case, yo.
Fuck my life up there. What we talking about?
Open the fuck up.
Back the fuck up.
what tends to happen with the youngins, okay? They get with the older dudes, cool. It's all fun and dandy until they want to go to the club and they got a baby. Or they want to go out and have fun, but now they got restrictions. You get what I'm saying? Like a woman's brain don't develop until 25. So when you got the youngin trying to take somebody's man and shit, go ahead, take him. If he's takeable, take him the fuck. Because at the end of the fucking day, nobody want to deal with a dude that likes little girls.
First of all, a motherfucker that can be taken from you was never yours to begin with. Let's start with that.
And they're not taking them fast enough.
The whole show you ain't a person.
Now, here's the thing. Now, to be fair, said girl is she's cute and she's a bit of a sweetheart. But there's certain games that I personally do not play.
That's why you gave that pseudo warning, that false ass warning.
And oh no, this the part that had her like, okay, this the part this the part that I told her, this the thing I told her that had her like, all right, nah, you gonna ruin my life. And I looked at her and I told her, shorty, I had women pay me to see them. If I had women coughing up money for me to spend time with them, imagine what the fuck I'll have you doing.
Again,
Daddy issue.
Hello.
What is happening here, yo? Stop this.
I like to
You
order the
stop
Dion
this.
special for $59.99.
You better burn this podcast.
Oh no, that actually worked. That actually worked. She stopped flirting with me.
Probably because she broke. Why is this? She get her money right?
No.
We get here next month.
No, because she realized I would rearrange her. No, because she realized a younger version of me would have rearranged her guts and ruined her life.
Again,
nigga, that sounds like a good time. What we talking about?
I just want to keep on record that this is not my
In the upside down.
I just made a simple PSA announcement for all the youngins and the oldins that like to deal with Sims. That's about it. So we can clear dating pool. And you done incriminated yourself, and I don't want no part of it because you know who got me on speed dial, and I do not have time to be answering shit in court. Bingo.
I mean,
And Crystal's
I
gonna go to court. It's gonna be
mean,
for her own reasons, ain't that right?
See, see, Bobby, see.
Yeah, see.
hey, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of.
You,
It's as simple as that.
We
hey,
church
hey, girl, you
knows
don't want
what
to
you're
mess with me. I
capable of.
give good dick. This is what you just said.
Okay, let me
I
put it
just
in
want you to hear
translation.
yourself.
Let me just
You
put it in.
don't want me. You
You don't
don't.
want me. I
Leon,
done
You
gave
don't
good
want
dick
me.
to everybody I done met.
Ah,
Leon, I'm gonna put it in translation what you actually said, because you see, young girls, they don't listen like that. Not all young girls is slow and fast and all that stuff. But what you said to her is, I got a woman, but you don't want me to rearrange your guts, because my girl will come after you. And if you get caught, I'm gonna act like I don't know you. That's what she fucking heard. Believe it or not. So trust and believe, when she gets another dude, she's gonna try you again, because now she got practice to be
and
treated like
then that won't be enough.
that's what you think.
I
That's
would listen
October
on
around.
two different occasions. Listen. I'm probably going to incriminate myself. This is probably a TMI thing. I don't care. On two different occasions in my life, I was a whole gigolo. Stop it. She don't want no part of me.
You was a Deuce Bigelow male gigolo. He's just like a gigolo.
He's a Dion
It
gigolo.
has so many.
$8.
When
Isn't like wait, like what type of male gigolo? Like a prostitute male gigolo or a sugar baby male
Only
gigolo?
kind.
It's levels to the shit.
white girl I used to mess with gave me a whole $300 to spend the night with her.
Oh, okay. So
Okay,
prostitute
Ray,
male
we
gigolo.
gonna need you.
It's your turn,
We're gonna
Ray.
need you to burn this
And
evidence.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I have.
Go ahead, Dion. You better get your money.
Go and get the money. Go and get the money.
Exactly.
Okay.
You the
By
first
the,
male prostitute I done met in my life.
by the way, Father, if he was earnest, I'd have paused the game by now and asked questions.
And
Was she old?
no, that's the funny part. She was 2 years younger than me, spending money for me to, man.
Was she plain
No,
looking?
because you know a lot
She was
them
still.
male
I give her
gigolos like
that.
them old
She was
women.
still. But I guess a good dick is scarce. But
This
That's
nigga.
scary, because if she's cute and she's paying you money to have sex,
That's
the
scary.
first thing I'm thinking of, what STD do you have?
that's the no. See, that's the funny part. The first time
So
the first time I
that's the
fucked her was
first
the
thing you
freebie. The
thinking.
first time I fucked her was the freebie.
I'm suspect. Sorry.
That's the hilarious part. The
That's how
first
you
time I
know
fucked her was the
Krista got
freebie. I started
morals.
charging her every other time after that.
Crystal, that's how you know you got morals. You thinking what STD?
What am I hearing right now, yo?
I don't know, but
I said,
Crystal,
yo, we're
you
in
know what's your
upside
final
down world.
thoughts?
Yo. We're in upside
Nah,
I
down.
you
think
can't be on
I'm like, you
I'll
think,
pay you.
well, you know, she just how much was she paying for sex?
Dion, I
Because
don't know
it's just
how
to
much.
spend the night, 300. So how much is it to, stick it in? How much you charging her for that?
I don't know how much more of this I
I
can
mean,
take.
what do you think I was doing for her over the course of that night?
I will mute everybody on this
I
side.
will fucking
I
mute.
I drilled her every which way. The fuck you mean?
Okay, all right.
Wait, she paid 300 for sex? I thought it was just to spend the. Oh, never mind.
Again, what do you think I was doing her throughout the course of said night?
I thought it was just to lay in the bed, honestly, to cuddle for 300.
Nah.
But
Get the
Tilly,
fuck.
I am begging you in the name of Jesus, Javante Christ, please.
I know Jesus
Yo.
had first of all, I know Jesus had a middle name.
Just put it in the Lord's hands and just let it go. I don't think you need any more details.
Anyway, Father, your final thoughts.
Where's my fucking Bible? Anyway, so I just wanna Ray. I posted a video in the chat. Can you please play it for me if you can?
Give me a minute. This is gonna take a while.
But anyway,
Is it off of Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, while he's getting that, I just want to say Africans are the pettiest people on the planet. There is nobody pettier than fucking Africans. In this video, bruh. Let me know when you got it, Ray.
Booting it up as we speak. Hold on. God damn it. Because I watched it. I was like, I'm pretty sure there was something behind this because it was kind of funny.
Yeah, no, I got you. Just
okay. All right. Sharon. Let me know if we're in a game, by the way.
I'm still playing Overwatch?
Yeah, we've been playing Overwatch this whole entire time. Why do you think I've been saying God damn it this Yeah, can y'all see the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them to make noise, make noise. Tell them to make noise, make noise.
Wait a minute.
To make noise, my wife to make noise. All the friends to make noise, really. Tell them to make noise. Noise, noise. Tell them to make noise. Noise, noise. Noise. Tell them to make noise. Make noise.
Whoever edited this, like, good job.
I'm calling you a son to make noise. My wife to make noise. All the friends to make noise, really. Tell them to make noise. Make noise. Tell them to make noise. Make noise. I'm calling you a son to make
I like
noise.
this.
My wife to make noise. All the friends to make noise, really.
so.
All right.
The man that you see in that video is the president of Gabon. He is in house arrest because the military took over the government because they are fucking tired of the family that has been ruling Gabon for over 50 years being puppets to the fucking French. They had elections and another candidate won the elections, and then the president said that it was fraudulent. They recently just took back the motherfucking country and said, you know what? We're tired of fucking these people. We're tired of France always meddling in our fucking affairs. So we're going to get them off the motherfucking paint. Burkina Faso did the same. Mali did the same. Niger is doing the same. My people are pulling up for each other. My people are getting the motherfucking parasites out of their homeland. And I am so proud. That video right there made me fucking bellow. Just see, because in the video he's like, my wife, she's no longer with me. My son, he's no longer with me. I need to escape. I'm like, bro, you wasn't saying all that shit when you was spending all that money France gave you to be a puppet. So everybody is sitting there like not listening to this man plead for the Western motherfucking puppets that he was ha-ha and kikiing with all those motherfucking years. Now they're not helping him out. And it always goes to show you at the end of the day, you'll always be a nigga to them. It don't matter whether you're in America. It don't matter whether you're in the Caribbean. It don't matter whether you were in Africa. It don't matter whether you were born and raised in Europe. It don't matter whether you were born and raised in motherfucking Asia speaking their language your entire life. A nigga is a nigga to these people. And they have never, ever, ever deviated from that fact. But for some reason, a lot of our people like to make it seem like, oh, this one person that I really like is going to save the entire fucking race debate. and it never motherfucking happens. So this just goes to show you Africans are petty. If there's one thing about Africans, we're always going to get our lick back. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but our ancestors is cooking something up. And, like it reverberated. Like we're seeing the shit that's happening in Africa. We just celebrated what went down in Alabama. Like, bro, if the time is now, that's all I'm saying. The time is now. That's my final thoughts.
Tell them to make noise. Make noise.
Tell them to make noise.
All right. I would like to give a shout out to my father. But today was his last day. He just pulled into retirement. He is retired. He just did 35 years at one job, which is like, 35 years. He's he's riding off in the sunset today, and getting his pensions. And couldn't be any more proud of that man. That man definitely raised a family of 7 in one house off of that one job.
Damn.
Not to mention that we took other people in that was either relatives or other families. There was one time there was 13 people in one house, and like,
your pops is a thug. Your pops is a whole gangster for that.
When I tell you it was never a dull thing in the house, it was never a dull thing in the house because there was so many people in the damn house. We was like,
man, pops is a G for that. What?
My father
Congrats,
done.
Man, congrats.
My father done helped a lot of people, and one thing I've always been wanted to do is try to emulate as much as him as I can, because it's like, to me, he is probably one of the greatest men I've ever known, and I'm proud to be his son. So I'm happy that he is able to get into retirement, and hopefully like he could live the rest of his life in peace, and hopefully I can get there too. But because 35 years in one job, that's dedication. That's so. Shout outs to my father. And on that note, I would like to thank all of y'all for
Congratulations to your father.
Thank you. I would like to thank all of y'all for jumping on the podcast once again. I'd like to thank all y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. Except for the people that made us lose in Overwatch. Y'all was some bumps. But we didn't lose. Y'all did.
Yeah, they lost.
Thanks.
The nigga was fucking saying my name in the chat. I had the least deaths and the most damage. Like, shut the fuck up. And we still lost because you couldn't carry your weight. Don't say my name. Say yours.
Oh, Jesus. and on that note, I would like to thank y'all for listening to hear us talk our shit again. This is Let Me Just Say podcast, and we are signing out. Peace.
Cheers.
Bye.
Deuces.